choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
All right, it is football time here at Walker Valley. The Mustangs taking on the East Hamilton Hurricanes in a massive region game. We're about to hit the coin toss as the sun starts to set over the Tennessee Valley. What a beautiful sight to see here in early October. The Mustangs taking on East Hamilton.
I've been waiting to come back up here for weeks to get back in the booth with you, and it's an absolute, first off, a pleasure to come up here and sit with you and do this show with you now. But, yeah, I'm ready for some football up here at the MAC.
Absolutely. I'm Gavin Strickland alongside my good buddy Andrew Johnston, and it's going to be a great night tonight. One of your captains tonight, number 10, Tate Roundtree, has been an amazing playmaker for the Mustangs this year, and he has delivered whenever he needed to. Another captain, Bryson Farley, been down in the trenches, a great player, and another one, Jeremiah Townsend. Just amazing group right here.
You know,
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been able to listen and catch up on what I've been missing throughout the season, and we've looked phenomenal throughout the season, minus one or two little hiccups.
We've looked pretty darn good.
There's out of the teams that I've been able to have the pleasure of watching up here at Walker Valley, we're phenomenal. When you look back at how we were when Coach Akins came in, from then to now, phenomenal. Just
Absolutely.
growth across the board, whether that's on offense, that's on defense, that's on special teams, across the board. A lot of people up here at Walker Valley sing praises of, Coach, and I absolutely would too. He has done a phenomenal job up here. I cannot wait to see what he has in store tonight for the Hurricanes, because he's already got stuff planned out for tonight, and it's going to be good.
Absolutely. Tonight is a huge game and something to look out for. Number 4, Dosen Stum, is back at the helm. He's been missing for a couple games due to an injury, but now Dosen Stum will be back out on the field tonight. A huge game for Dosen coming back. He's had a really good season so far with his playmakers. Roman Yulo giving him the ball at the perfect times, right whenever he needs to. Dosen Stum has had a really good season. It's going to be really good to see him back out on the field tonight.
Yeah, before we got all this stuff set up and started rolling, me and Gavin were actually talking about, the chemistry that some of these guys have with their playmaker, Dosen Stum, and just how phenomenal they are together. They match up pretty easily when it comes to easy screens, slants, go routes, post routes even. Dosen gets back and just launches it, and if Yulo's there, hey, Yulo's got it. If one of the McCooch brothers is there, he can rely on them, and they are playmakers.
Absolutely.
And will continue to do that in their Walker Valley career.
So the clock hits 0. It's football time now. The Mustangs will be kicking off to the East Hamilton Hurricanes to start the game. Number 82, Noah Campbell, is out to do the kickoff. I'm excited. I know you're excited. It's football time for the Mustangs. I'm so excited. Number 82 breaking the huddle. The lights shining down. It's Friday Night Lights at the MAC.
It
It's
is
a beautiful scene.
football at the MAC on a Friday night in October. There is nothing better.
Nothing beats it. Here we go. Whistle blows. It's Mustangs Hurricanes. Here we go. It's football time in the Valley. There's the kickoff, and they're going to let it bounce. They're going to try and take it past the 25. It will be taken down a little bit short of the 30-yard line. It'll be first down for the East Hamilton Hurricanes.
That was a good stop there. Good, quick stop. Throughout the season, that's what you want to see, get a good kickoff and then just lock it down as quick as possible, and the Mustangs did that.
Absolutely. Now, the East Hamilton Hurricanes taking the field. Number 5 will be the quarterback, it looks like, for the Hurricanes. And now here's the first play from scrimmage. He's going to be an empty backfield. Defense makes some adjustments as the band strikes up.
Yep.
It looks like to be a jet sweep. He's going to take it to the far side. He'll be taken down after getting about
4 or
6,
5. Well,
about 5 or 6 yards there. It'll be second down. Pretty good run there. Great blocking to get where they need to be. It'll be second down and 3 now. So 7 yards on the jet sweep to the far side. And now here comes the empty backfield yet again.
I've got a screen here. They might run another jet sweep. Yep. He's going to keep.
Quarterback draw, and he's going to fall.
Going to get about 1 on that one. Maybe not even 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have definitely gone with a screen. You know, you had trips out to this side next to the home stands. So you see something like that, you're like, hey, maybe the inside man, maybe the outside man. But now you got a third down here at the MAC on a Friday night. It's hard to beat now.
Absolutely.
Again, they're going to go 1 out to the far side.
Here we go.
Got motion
Man
in the
in
backfield.
Here's a screen pass like you were saying. You're going to take it to the near side. He's going to break up the field. It'll be taken down at about the 50-yard line. That'll be an easy first down for the East Hamilton Hurricanes.
There's that screen. That was, most of the time you see motion in the backfield, yeah, it's probably going to be a run, especially the jet sweeps and such. Just you see motion, it's going to be a run, or you're going to be like a quick screen out there to the guy in motion, and it's just going to dart up the outside and just go.
And here we go. Tries to make him jump off sides. A little bit of movement, but he didn't jump across the line. That'll be first down for East Ham. The band really loud in the end zone. Now they're going to run it. Get about 5 or 6 on that run. And East Hamilton has had a pretty good run offense so far.
Yeah, it looks like they've gotten on the ball pretty good and have changed up both the run and pass game. Have been able to move the ball pretty well tonight. As it is the first couple of minutes of the game. They've been pretty good. So they're going to get set here on a 2nd and 4. The ball on the 42-yard line.
Here we go, second down in the pocket. Here we go. Here's a play action. Here comes a screen pass. Great penetration there from number 9, Malachi Nunez, and the Mustangs finish him off.
Good wrap up.
Third down.
Good wrap up and tackle there. You saw it. You saw where the ball was going and just broke down and went straight there. Like you said, Nunez was there, and then the rest of the Mustangs come on and got it down. Brings up another third down for the Hurricanes, 3rd and 3.
And here we go. It's third down. Mustangs are getting called to lock it down. Here's the option. He's going to keep running down the field past the 20, inside the 10. That'll be a touchdown, East Hamilton.
Give the Hurricanes 6. Right up the middle there. For a while there, right before, he went off, turned the Jets on and went. You had your option. You could still have done a quick pitch, kind of like a triple option play if you needed to. And then if you had to, quick screen. So, again, the options are open, but that quarterback read it perfectly and just turned the Jets on and just went.
Yep, broke a tackle. Great play there from number 5. And now here is the extra point attempt. Tried a little bit of trickeration there. But now here comes the extra point. Band going to try and catch it. Get a little bit of Pop-Tarts tonight. That's your tradition. And there's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is.
Looks like it will be against the Hurricanes here. It's going to move them back a few.
So it'll move them back. Now, instead of it being a regular extra point attempt, this one will be from 25 yards out. Here's the snap Hold is
Whoa,
good.
we're
Kick
way back
is
there.
good.
That's up there in the bleachers.
So the Mustangs go down early. It's 7-0 East Hamilton. Great start there for the Hurricanes.
Hey, Jeremiah Pugh off the edge, just
Yeah.
a dart, a absolute dart, and he
He's calm.
got through that line, and I thought he was going to block that one. Absolutely, he has the speed. You know, he's the senior wide receiver and cornerback, and has been excellent for this team.
And now here we go. The Walker Valley Mustangs special teams will take the field again. Maybe.
I'm going to get set here. It's going to take us a second. I was about to say, would we consider that like a TV timeout if we're
We
professional?
could
Hey,
consider this as a TV timeout.
crazy train going on. You know,
The Mustang atmosphere is still here.
it'll be here all night.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We got a full set of home stands. The bandstands are dwindling just a little bit because it is fall break here in Bradley County. But, you know, student section, 3/4 of the bleachers filled. You know, everybody's here. Anybody who lives on the north side of the county, they're out here tonight at Walker Valley for this game.
Absolutely. And if you look at this game, you know, on paper, East Hamilton has had a lot of games where they put up 30-plus points. I believe for this Mustang team, you don't really want to get into a shootout. That's never something you want to do. You know, put a lot of pressure on your offense. And now here comes the Mustangs with the blue helmets now. I'm loving these blue helmets.
Absolutely. We were talking about that earlier. It's like blue helmets. But you were talking about a shootout up here. You know, most people don't want to come up here and have a shootout up here. People don't like to come up here and have a good shootout kind of game because they know how this atmosphere is and they know how this team is,
So
both offensively and defensively. For some people, it is an offensive and defensive coordinator's nightmare to come up here and have a shootout style kind of game.
absolutely. Here's the kickoff from number 90 of East Ham, and that'll be a beauty.
That is a
down the middle,
boot.
number 22. He'll fumble the ball. He'll try and take it out from there, and he'll be tackled behind the 10-yard line, not where you want to be for the Mustangs to start off. But nonetheless, the Mustang offense will take the field.
That would be Travis Coley for the Mustangs, the senior wide receiver there with the return.
Not exactly where you want to start off, but the Mustangs start off there. The Mustangs on the 9-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Here we go. Motion. Javen Hall gets the ball right down the middle.
Get swallowed up there by the Hurricane defense.
Not much to get there. It'll be second down now. Javen Hall tries to get a few yards. Can't get too far.
I thought we were about to pull a jet sweep. You saw that man in motion going across. That would have been a good one to start with. So again, you've got one out far side trips to this side. Getting set up, one in the backfield.
Here we go. Here's the screen pass to Roman Uo. He's going to try and break through tackles, and he'll be tackled at about the 13-yard line. It'll be third down.
Anybody and everybody who's watched this team play over the last couple of years, especially with Roman Ulo out here playing a receiver position, knows you've got to lock him down. If you can lock him down, you know, Dawson's going to have to go to somebody else. And he will. Absolutely he will. He's got the skill too.
Absolutely. Dawson Stum tries to draw him off sides. It'll be third down and 6 from the Mustang 14-yard line. Here we go. Here's the snap. Dawson rolls out to the far side. He's going to throw, and he's got a man, I believe. That'll be number 8, Hudson McCooch.
Right
He's
there.
going to be very close to the first
Be
down
right there
marker.
at the line. It looks like they're going to call him. They're going to move
They're going
him.
to move the
Change.
chains. There's a first down for the Mustangs.
There we go.
That's exactly what you needed. A good third down conversion
There
to
we
keep
go.
the drive going.
Absolutely. Getting set here. We got one out to the far side. Getting set up one in the backfield.
Here we go. Screen pass to Roundtree. He's going to keep going down the field past the 30, past the 35. He'll be pushed out about at the 38-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Mustangs.
Good shot there by Roundtree to get it upfield and not across. He made that quick little cut after getting the ball and just went straight upfield. And we are playing a little quicker than we are. We've got one out far side, two in the backfield.
There we go. Run up the middle.
Swallowed.
Can't get anywhere. It'll be second down a little bit longer now after Javen tries to get a few yards.
2nd and 15 for the Mustangs here with about 6 minutes and 15 seconds here in the first quarter of this ball game. They're going to bring Dosen out and put the two out to the far side.
Here we go. Roman Uo in the Wildcat formation. 2nd and 14. He's going to take it on the option to the near side.
He's gone.
Past the 40, past the 30. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown, Walker Valley.
What a shot. And he took it, turned the Jets on, and left.
That's exactly what you want to see. The Mustangs are now right next to the East Hamilton Hurricanes on the scoreboard. Just one PAT, and now it'll be a tie game. 7-6, East Hamilton leads. Now Noah Campbell trying to make it a tie game.
All right, let's do this. How many yards do you think
Number 6, Roman Uo.
There we go. I went blank. Kicks up.
Got it.
They're going to give him that one.
There we go. Tie game at the max. 7-7. The Mustangs strike back.
How many yards do you think Roman Ulo's going to finish?
Your lawn is a part of your home, and it deserves to look as green and as beautiful as possible while being healthy year-round. At Forever Green, we use a 7-step turf care program to take care of your turf and treat any issues that might arise. We use top-of-the-line liquid nutritional products to produce a healthy, beautiful, and lush lawn. Some of our most popular services are lawn care, aeration and overseeding, mosquito control, and fungus and disease control. So next time you're looking for lawn care or treatment, give Forever Green a call at 423-829-0007, or you can contact us through our website, forevergreentn.com.
Choices matter. Please buckle up, put your phone down, and drive sober. Join the movement, the 24/7 movement, and help us create positive change.
And here we go. Here's the kickoff from number 82, Noah Campbell. That's a very good kick past the 10, and now they're going to try and take it out. Going right down the middle past the 30, taken down at about the 33-yard line. It'll be first down for East Hamilton. That was a pretty good return there. Very good kick there from number 82, Noah Campbell, getting it inside the 10.
Absolutely. When we first started this game, I kind of noticed it. I don't know if you noticed it a little bit. Field's a little slick, some slips here and there. We saw it during warm-ups, both teams. Yeah. So I wonder if that's going to have any play tonight on returns and such.
We'll see. They drop back. They throw on the corner route, and it won't go. Incomplete, second down. Second down and 10.
On the defense there, on the stop. Getting set again. They've got two out of this side, one out to their home side, one in the backfield.
Malachi Nunez.
Nunez on the stop there for the Mustangs. They're going to give a handoff out to the far side, and he finds an open lane, gets up about a yard short of the Hurricanes' first down. Nunez there again on the stop, being on that far side.
Now it's a third down. The Mustangs trying to stop them here. It's third down and 2. The cowbells coming out. It's getting loud here in the MAC.
He's got two out to this side, one in the backfield. Getting set. Quick handoff to
out to the near side. They try and wrap him up. He's going to break free and get past the 50 into Mustang territory and tackled at the 45-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Thought we were going to get a stop there. It looked like it. Even a couple minutes ago, we were talking about slipping and such. Even if you put your foot down, but we're out here on turf compared to like normal grass, so you're not going to plant really the best. You're going to slide just a pinch.
The band is losing their mind.
Hey, this
You'll
band.
love to hear it.
We love the band. Getting set again. Two out on both sides. Twins. None in the backfield. They're going to send one out to the far side and set him up. More motion. Possible. He's going to roll. Quick screen out the far side. Get to about the 40. He's going to step out.
Late hit there, and that man is getting an earful from Coach Akins.
That was Goldman there, getting him out of bounds.
For one.
Well,
Spencer McCooch.
Spencer
McCooch with the hit. It'll be second down at about 4 now with the ball halfway in between the 40 and the 39-yard line. Thought I had a voice crack because I heard the tuba.
I was about to say, all right, you're going to
roll out to the far side. They
launch it deep.
And incomplete. They tried.
Nunez was there.
He was. That was a little bit of a high throw. Now it'll be third down and 4.
Bring up a big third down.
The horse sound effect. I don't know why, but I love that.
Yeah,
I love to hear that.
It's fantastic. Gonna get set 2 out to the far side, 1 to the near side.
Here we go. Third down and 4. East Hamilton puts a man in motion. His quarterback draw. He's going to get hit and taken down short of the first down marker.
It'll be about 2 to 3 short there.
Oh, no, and that's not good. Number 5.
Take a second to get up here.
Getting up right now. That's never something you want to see. The quarterback for the East Hamilton Hurricanes. And thoughts and prayers going out to number 5 and his family. We'll be back after a short break. And that's a good sign. Number 5 running off the field after the hit there. It'll be 4th down and 3. We'll see what they do. This could be 4-down territory.
Hey guys, this is Dan Good from Crown. Just reminding you that Crown Jeep and Ram is Cleveland and Bradley County's Jeep and Ram headquarters.
At 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Welcome back to Sports 99.1, WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris. Your score, Walker Valley 7, East Hamilton 7, after the injury timeout. Coach, was that the quarterback that went out right there?
Yeah, it was the East Hamilton quarterback. Not a lot that I can tell from up here, but he does appear to be off the field. They're gonna go trips into the boundary. They're gonna have Jaden Haywood lined up at quarterback. They appear to be going for it too.
So they're going to go heavy set over here. Ball snap.
They got numbers.
And it's going to be close, Coach. I don't know that he got it.
That he got that. It's going to depend on the spot. And they look like they're marking it short.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be short. So Walker Valley does a great job there. East Hamilton tried to pull everybody over to the right side and overload that right side. Walker Valley does a great job fitting that to the first big, essential turnover in the game comes here with East Hamilton turning the ball over on downs.
Yeah, we were talking about that decision before the quarterback got injured. That becomes a different decision. It's one of those, if he picks up the first down, we call him a genius. If he doesn't, we say, oh, man, you should have done something different.
Ball is snapped. It's going to be a delayed handoff to Javen Hall. Does a good job of making something out of not much. Gets a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. But again, we talked about that before the injury timeout. They're kind of in that zone. You're out of field goal range. You're not really going to punt the ball.
No.
You could try to punt it and pinch them deep, but, who knows what their special teams is like. So, it's one of those plays. I support going for it there. But Dosen snaps. He throws a one-handed catch by number 10, Tate Roundtree. Tate Roundtree is making his presence known tonight.
Yeah, Dosen rolls to his right and has a high-low read. He has Roman Yulo deep and Tate Roundtree in the flat. And all attention goes to Roman, as it probably should. And he just a bit overthrows Tate, but Tate makes an athletic play, picks up the ball with one hand, and moves the sticks.
So Walker Valley going to go empty set here, but then they're going to motion their run game back in to the box. Ball is going to be snapped, handed off to Hall, has a little room to run, but then runs into a linebacker.
It's Jaden Haywood. Jaden Haywood
Is
it's
everywhere.
like he comes up from the safety position and just sticks Javen Hall. Now, Javen Hall makes a pretty good pickup on that. That's getting in front of the sticks. That's what we need to do.
Well, you could see, the Walker Valley coaching staff trying to make some adjustments. Started with an empty back set to see what look they could get. Ball snapped. It's going to be an end-around handoff to Roman. Makes the first guy miss. Makes the second guy miss. Keeps his feet. And it looks like he's going to have enough for a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down.
I'll tell you what, a normal man would have been tackled 3 times on that play, but Roman Yulo is so athletic and balanced. He just keeps churning his feet, keeps spinning his body, keeps moving forward. And it looks like
there's some laundry on the field, unfortunately.
Okay. This computer's blocking right where that flag was.
So that's going to be an L&B appliance penalty here for the Mustangs. I'm waiting for an official call, though. Taking our time here. Holding. Oh, no, blocking the back. Oof. So that's going to back the Mustangs up quite a bit. Where they were starting at the 48-yard line, now they are starting down back around the 39-yard line. So essentially after the game, that's essentially a 20-yard loss.
It's net 20. Yeah, it's not what you want to see if you're Walker Valley.
Yeah, got to get a few of those things cleaned up. So far they've been able to keep pushing through those, but as those stack up, starting yourself in 2nd and 14, now you're in. Is that a loss of downs? No, it should be Are they saying it's 2nd and 17?
Yeah, second and yes, at least 17.
So it's going to be another handoff to Hall. He's going to bounce it off tackle and is able to get about 5 of that back. So that's going to bring up about 3rd and 13.
It's a good run by Hall. I thought he had the edge from here, but of course we have a funny angle. But he decides to stick in his foot in the ground and challenge the edge defender there, and is able to fall forward for a pretty good gain.
So 147 ticking down here in the first quarter. Your score, Walker Valley 7, East Hamilton 7. Ball is going to be snapped. Stum dropping back, looks, throws in and out of the hands of the receiver, but looked like one of the defenders was about to make a play on the ball. Just kind of caught the Walker Valley wide receiver by surprise.
Yeah, that's their other safety, number 13. I believe they're calling him Taylor. He's one of the ones. He's been one of the only other offensive targets aside from Haywood when they're on offense, and he's back here side to side with Haywood playing safety and making big plays just like that one there. If he don't tip that ball, it's trouble.
Uh-oh. So something new, and I'd be interested. I wasn't here last week. Roman Yulo is set to take the punt. There is another L&B Appliance flag on the play. False start on the Mustangs. So again, something that's been very uncharacteristic under Coach Akins is penalties, and it just seems like this year we've had some pretty untimely ones.
Yeah, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. There's a conversation happening between Coach Akins.
It's going to be a knee pad issue.
A knee pad. That's one that I can't figure out. I've been on the sidelines with it. Now I see it from the booth, and I just don't understand. I do understand, but I can't make it make sense for high school kids to just keep on getting kicked off of a football field because of that.
Ball snap. Roman Yulo's kick is up, and boy, that's a boot. It's a line drive, but he's going to catch it on the run. Is Haywood. He's going to return it to the 50. It was probably booted down to about the 30. So good to see Roman Yulo being used in a different way tonight as well.
Yeah, he gets the punt up, and I think Haywood saw what we saw. If this thing hits the ground, there's no telling where it's going to go. That thing was flipping end over end at 1,000 RPMs, so he catches it on the run, isn't able to get a pretty good pickup there to get great field position for East Hamilton.
Yeah, East Hamilton did a great job of kind of turning a line drive punt into about a 20-yard gain there for Haywood. I mean, they're trying to get that boy the ball any way possible, and so far tonight they've done a good job of it.
East Ham's quarterback back in the game.
Ball snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Haywood. He is stopped by the Walker Valley linebacking core, but did a good job of trying to keep his feet moving, but it looked like Braylon Beard held on to him until somebody could help.
Yeah, Braylon Beard stuffs him immediately, does exactly what he's supposed to do, but Haywood gives us another example of just fundamental running back play. And when you get stopped at nothing, get me two. When you get stopped in the backfield, get me to the line of scrimmage. Those are running back fundamentals that he just keeps on displaying.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 9 here for the Hurricanes. Ball snap. Looks like it's going to be a handoff out wide, and Walker Valley has sniffed this out. So, again, those 10-play scripts that we talked about are over. I wouldn't say trickery is the word, but your best 10 plays that you can throw out to try to script out, those are all gone. And now Walker Valley is starting making some adjustments. East Hamilton's now going to have to try to start making some adjustments.
Yeah, and since the injury, the defensive adjustments appear to be, hey, we're going to attack. We're going to attack, Jaden. We're going to make you beat us with this quarterback. Beat us with your quarterback. So we'll see how that plays out over the next few plays. But so far, they're stuffed. We're at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. So I think we may start to see a lot more of this empty back set, putting Hayward out wide. Ball is snapped. Going to drop back, looking to throw. He does throw. That ball is intercepted by number 1, Spencer McCooch.
Yeah, I tell you, he did a great job being patient right there. His eye discipline was good. And East Hamilton coughs one up, and Spencer McCooch makes him pay.
What I love about what we've seen so far, there's a lot of football left to play, but what we've seen so far is East Hamilton came out and punched us in the mouth, right?
Sure.
Walker Valley's defense said, all right, that's fine. We're going to make little adjustments, but we're sticking to our game plan. We're staying 6 in the box. We're going to make you beat us. And so far have done a great job. That's 2 turnovers on the night, turnover by downs, and now a interception for the Walker Valley defense. So that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Walker Valley 7, East Hamilton 7. I'm going to send it back to the station for a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts, we've got you covered. Our top-notch technicians provide fast, reliable service to keep your home comfortable year-round. From installation to maintenance, we handle it all. You'll never be left out in the cold or the heat. Call Central Heat and Air today at 423-478-7778. That's 423-478-7778. Or visit us online at docsair.com. That's DOCSAIR.com. Central Heat and Air, your healthy home company.
Not all composite decking is the same. Enjoy life's beautiful moments on an equally beautiful composite deck. Envision's products feature deep, non-repeating grains and distinct colors throughout each pour, offering a truly unique appearance unlike anything else on the market. Learn more and find inspiration for your project at Cleveland Plywood. Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Matt Paris. That's the end of the first quarter. Your score now, Walker Valley 7, East Hamilton 7. But the big news at the quarter break, Walker Valley has intercepted the football and has taken over on the offensive side of things. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, call Voitech, voitech.com. Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dale's, justcalldales.com. So, Coach, a great first quarter. Been a lot of action already. You've had 2 big explosive plays. You've had a 4th down stop, and now an interception by one of your leaders on the team, number 1, Spencer McCooch. What are some keys moving forward for this Walker Valley offense to get things moving forward and not backwards?
Well, we just need to win first down here. There's been a couple times where we've been stymied on first down, and that sort of gets into a young man's head as we start making decisions and completing assignments into 2nd and 3rd down. But each time that we have got in front of the sticks, we've seemed to do pretty well. The more we put the ball in the hands of Roman Yulo and the more creative we can be with that, the better off we're going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I do love the start, not throwing Dosen right back to the Wolves. He's had a couple weeks off after his unfortunate injury that he suffered off the field. But, kind of getting him back into the groove of things, I think you could see some things open up here in the second half. So ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff to Hall. He's got the edge. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. He's to the 40. He's to the 45. It looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds, and there is a flag coming in late. I'm not sure who that's going to be on. So those flags, those penalties are sponsored by LMB Appliance. Large enough to meet all of your appliance needs and small enough to appreciate your business. Durkee Road and Highway 64.
I tell you that just when we get into this numbers game that I keep references, Walker Valley right there goes nub to the boundary, which means, there's no receivers out to this side, okay? But there's receivers aplenty to the field. That shifts your numbers, and if you don't get it right, they make you pay. And you have Jalen Hall getting the edge immediately and carrying the ball downfield for you. That penalty is going to be against East Ham to add insult to injury.
It was a personal foul penalty, late hit by one of the East Ham defenders. So a big explosive run to around the 40.
Boundary again.
Ball snapped, going to be handed off. It looks like they go right back to the well, and he's going to turn it up inside this time, but he's going to get a gain of about 10 yards. So Walker Valley has found something that's working, Coach.
Yeah, so you just go outside run to ISO, and you make a linebacker wrong every time you do that. And the Walker Valley offensive staff doing an excellent job of exploiting something that they're seeing in this East Hamilton defense right now.
So Walker Valley
up to the field. They like this formation. Walker Valley does.
They're going to probably make them do something until they change it. And here, that's going to be another 5-yard penalty.
That's beautiful.
and the Flow show putting on a show tonight with the rollback flop there by the right guard. But a 5-yard penalty nonetheless. Walker Valley kind of seeming like they've got the momentum after the interception going in their direction.
Yeah, and when you go through a quarter break, you have Coach Akins and Coach Pope talking on the headset about what they see, what they like, and you go back in and you may say, hey, I like this formation. Let's see what happens with this play. And then you turn Coach Akins loose to do what he does, and that's just play call.
Ball is snapped. Dosen drops back looking to pass. Sees a man, pumps, throws, caught at the boundary around the 19-yard line. They're inside the Kia of Cleveland drive zone, depending on where they mark this ball. Oh, no, they're going to push it back around the 22-yard line.
I tell you, they've locked into this.
There's another flag, Coach.
Go
ahead.
They've locked into this formation. They see something they like, and it's all numbers. Hey, when we go to this formation, they're doing this with a linebacker, or they're hipping somebody off instead of putting him in the box. And there's certain things you can accomplish in those scenarios, and they know it. And East Hamilton's struggling right now to figure it out because we're not only lining up and running the same play, we're coming with a very diverse attack out of that set.
Yeah, absolutely. That L&B Appliances against Walker Valley, it's a holding call, so that's going to back them up 10. But, I tell people all the time, coaching football is like coaching an aggressive game of chess, and if you don't make a move quickly, you're going to get hurt.
You better deal with Roman Yulo right here.
Ball snapped. It's going to be handed off outside. East Ham does a good job run fitting it, but he runs through the first 2 tacklers. Third guy brings him down, so that's going to be a gain of about 3. But I saw the same thing you saw, Coach.
I tell you, Javen Hall running right now like he's got something to prove. This kid has grown every week this year, and I'm so excited to see what he does throughout the rest of this short season.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy that has been a shot in the arm for the Mustang offense, but they're going to bring Spencer McCooch in at running back now. Ball snap, quick throw to the boundary, caught by Roman Yulo. Let's see where they mark the ball. Ball's going to be marked around the 26-yard line, so that's going to bring up, after the penalty, I'm all confused. That's going to bring up, I think, 3rd and 37. Walker Valley moving quickly, ball snap. They're going to go to the opposite side of the field. Dosen, takes a big hit.
The ball's on the ground.
There is a flag on the play. They're looking like they're saying it's against the Mustangs. A lot of confusion going on here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what that's going to be right now.
East Hamilton's arguing that it's going to be a incomplete pass. That flag is thrown around the line of scrimmage, so you would think that it's probably going to be. And are they going to call it a turnover, Coach?
Yeah, it appears that they are going to call that turnover. So what with the flag?
So it must have been a flag against the Walker Valley Mustangs that was declined.
Yeah. Okay.
And so East Hamilton is going to take over. So
yeah,
had some momentum.
Yeah, so Dosen turns around with defenders in his face there. For those of you that aren't watching on television, I'll try to draw you a picture here. He gets hit a couple times after a flag is down near the line of scrimmage, and during that second hit, the ball comes out. East Hamilton recovers. It ends up being a hold against Walker Valley. They decline the penalty, and now East Hamilton takes over at their own 35.
Ball snapped, looking for the big shot. It's going to be thrown and nearly intercepted. Great coverage there on the outside. I think that's number 21, Jerry Pugh.
Yeah, that is Jerry Pugh defending yet again Jaden Haywood. And I tell you, I wanted to say this a minute ago, but Walker Valley is too deep and too diverse of a defense for you to be this one-dimensional. So East Hamilton's going to have to figure out how to diversify their attack here. They're going to end up throwing right into the clutches of a Spencer McCooch again, because you can just sit over the top of Jaden Haywood and accomplish what you're trying to do.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball snapped, handed off to a different running back, a quick one, though.
Yeah.
Number 34, I'm going to try to get a name on that, but does a good job of getting to the outside.
Yeah, and these are two-way players across the board. 34, I don't know his name just yet, but that's going to be the same kid that just got the late hit call against Javen Hall a few minutes ago.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 47-yard line. East Hamilton kind of taking their time, going into a twin set. Number 34 is Jeremiah Keithington.
anything.
Ball is snapped, going to be handed off wide to Haywood. He's going to get a gain of about 5. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
They're going to throw a flag. Number 69, the offensive lineman for East Hamilton, takes somebody to the track over there after the play. I believe that's 59.
So there is an injury timeout on the field. We're going to take a break with them. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1.
Check out the great deals this October at the Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. You pick a VIN. New 2024 Kick, Sentra, or Versa. $0 down and just $295 per month. Plus, you can save up to $3,500 on new Frontiers, Rogues, and Pathfinders. Want to trade in your old car? Mountain View Nissan offers up to $5,000 over book value for your trade. Shop in person on Exit 20 off I-75.
Visit cleveland-nissan.com.
Payments are per month for 84 months. Does not include tax, title, or dealer doc fee of $6.99. Must finance through the dealer. Subject to credit approval and pick from new dealer stock. See dealer for details.
Food. It's the right thing. But how you shop for it, that's all you. Order online.
Bread, milk, and fresh baked cookies.
And pick it up curbside.
Thank you.
Or have it delivered straight to your door.
Here's your Food City delivery. Oh, thanks.
With Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris. It is 7-7 with 9:49 left here in the second quarter. A good game so far. You've seen essentially 3 turnovers, 2 forced turnovers. One by Walker Valley, one by East Hamilton. Then East Hamilton had a turnover via downs. So the offense blew up on the first drive for both teams, and then now you're starting to see this defensive match that we thought it may be.
Well, that just shows you the ability to game plan on for both teams. Kudos to both of those offensive staffs for looking at film throughout the week and saying, "Hey, this is how we're gonna open up our attack," and they were both right. Now. The problem is a good head coach at both schools is going to have a good defensive staff that's going to go back to the drawing board and say, hey, we need to fix this. We need to look at this. And that's what you're seeing now is this game kind of level out and turn into sort of a shootout.
Well, and, I felt like Walker Valley had a good thing going on the offensive side, had an untimely penalty that happened, and then East Hamilton did a good job of dialing up pressure and causing the turnover there with Dawson. But Walker Valley started to identify some things they liked. We talked about what'd you call it? The nub set? That's
just slang. That's practice field talk.
So no wide receiver to the boundary, right?
You typically have a tight end to one side of the field and just receivers to the other. But numbers-wise, for a high school kid, it looks empty, and you end up wrong a lot of the time. And they have a couple times tonight, and Javen Hall's made them pay. But they did such a good job of diversifying that look. It's very tough to adjust on the fly. Now, that's something if East Hamilton is trying to get this to halftime, and then they can make some adjustments. They can go in and they can draw this up, and they can explain some things to their kids, and they'll have a lot better shot of defending it. This is very likely something that Walker Valley's not put on game film a whole lot this year.
So after the East Ham penalty, it's going to be 3rd and 20. They're going to send Haywood out all the way out wide to the boundary. It looks like they're going to put Michael Wood over top of him. Ball snap. They're going to get it out quickly.
That's tough.
And he's going to get near the line to gain, and I wouldn't be shocked if they give it to him, and they do. So Walker Valley kind of looking over towards Hayward, and they ended up giving it to their other running back who just darted down the field.
Yeah, that's number 19 for East Hamilton on the reception. He just gets into some soft coverage, and they throw him the football, and he makes something happen with it. Quite an athletic kid there.
Well, East Hamilton is not shy of talent. They definitely have a lot of very talented players on the field and a lot of quick athletes. That's something that year in, year out you can expect. They're going to try to stretch you. They're going to try to get something out quick and just let their athletes go. Excuse me.
Football on the ground. East Hamilton's going to recover it. Number 5, the quarterback, is looking to throw a swing pass to the field to Jaden Haywood, which we've seen be a really successful play already tonight, but somebody gets into his arm as he's about to make the throw, and the football's on the deck. East Hamilton is able to recover there, moving them to 2nd and about 13.
Yeah, 2nd and 13. So again, East Hamilton now kind of battling with putting themselves behind the sticks. Has done a good job so far this drive of being able to battle through that.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of athletes out here on the field. They're going to go back to this empty back set, 3 wide receivers. They're going to bring a man into jet motion, and it looks like they're going to give it to him off the edge. He's got some room to run. Number 13 is going to take it for a.
He's going to be close.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him right at the line to gain.
Yeah, man, I tell you, they've got athletes all over the field, Coach. He number 13 takes the ball there and just makes you pay on the edge. They are so quick. I understand by looking at Jaden Haywood how athletic and how balanced he is. It's hard not to put the ball in his hands as much as you can. But the more right here, I think they're listening to us. The more they diversify their attack here, the more they gash Walker Valley's defense.
Yeah, it's definitely making them think about it. Ball snap. They're going to send some pressure off the outside. He gets the ball off, but it's going to be incomplete. The quarterback does a great job there of just avoiding some danger.
Yeah, he does a good job of getting it away. He's wrapped up by 2 people, and he flicks it with his wrist, and fortunate not to get picked right there, because that's the type of pick that's going to the house. Nobody's running that down, but it gets to the ground. It's incomplete. That's going to make it 2nd and 10 for East Hamilton as they look to the sidelines to get the play. Looks like they'll have Jaden Haywood going. They're going to go 5 wide again, 3 to the field, 2 to the boundary.
So Miller in the shotgun, ball snap. He looks, quick throw, gets it out, caught for about a 7-8 yard gain.
That number 19 is running stick routes like crazy. How they have not brought out this quick game offense before now, I won't understand. It's just an adjustment they're making amongst their coaches, but that's good coaching right there because they're finding it very successful right now.
Yeah, number 19 is Zane James.
He's trouble.
Honestly, him and a couple other, we talked about Haywood so much with him having already 1,1200 rushing yards on the year, but Walker Valley does a great job kind of putting the bottle cap on him so far. And East Hamilton's trying to make us pay with other great athletes. So Miller.
Here's that same look Walker Valley's been using.
They're going to hand it up the middle to Haywood. He's going to push forward for probably a gain of about 3. It's going to be enough for a first down. They're going to mark the ball right around the 20.
Yep. We're 7:38 left in the half. It's 7-7 in a tied ball game. East Hamilton is threatening with 1st and 10 at the Walker Valley 20. Just an update on the previous injury to East Hamilton's quarterback. He has been back in the game for quite a while, and he looks just fine.
Yeah, Miller's done a great job kind of controlling this offense so far. He's in the shotgun. He's going to send Haywood out wide. It's going to be a QB keeper, and Walker Valley just does a great job sniffing this out. They've done a good job so far this drive putting East Hamilton in these 2nd and longs, but East Hamilton's been able to come back and punch them and able to either get the first down or make it really 3rd and short.
Yeah, and that's a lot of times your possessions and even games are won and lost when you're not being successful on first down. Now, I'm not saying that's ingredients to win, but when you can not be successful on first down but still execute on later downs and convert those, that's typically a good sign.
They're going to go to the empty back set again. Miller all alone, ball snap. Looks, it's going to be another QB draw, and he makes the first couple defenders miss and takes a lick, but it looks like there's going to be a late flag coming in here. Looks like it's going to be on East Hamilton holding Braylon Beard.
Did you say holding Braylon Beard?
Yeah, it looked to be.
Okay, I got you. I thought they were going to try to call that slide. Yeah, East Hamilton's quarterback just, Walker Valley very fortunate for the flag there. They see something and straight up the middle he goes.
Middle looked pretty open,
Yeah.
and the only way that middle is that open is somebody probably has a hold of number 23. Braylon Beard has done a great job so far. Only a sophomore, but has stepped into what's become a very historic linebacking core. It seems like each year, we have somebody that's a stud, and he's the next one in line. So Miller drops back, looks, throws, gets it out, and that's going to be caught and turned upfield by none other than number 11, Haywood.
Well, I tell you what, he catches that ball, and everybody in the stadium thought he's going to catch it and go out of bounds.
They're gonna get another late flag, and I think it's going to be on East Ham. Just judging on the reaction of the players.
I got you.
I bet you the first down will stand. I think this may be a after the play penalty, but if it does, it looks like they're inside the goal line, so it's going to be first and goal, but a long distance to go.
We'll update you just a second on what that penalty is. But Jaden Haywood, I keep singing his song. What an athletic play there. What body control for him to catch that ball and get back to the inside, making a defender just fall all over the place.
Yeah, does a great job. He goes up to high points the football, and it's almost like he found a way to put weights in his pocket, get back down on the ground, spin out of it, and turn upfield. Does a great job. So here comes the L&B appliance penalty. Personal foul, East Hamilton. So after the play. Chick-fil-A, located on Key Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. Crown, your Jeep and Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee, I-75 at exit 20. So it looks like, are they going to call it first and goal, Coach?
It looks like first and goal from about the Walker Valley 22. No. I'm sorry. First and 10 from the Walker Valley 22. My brain just did something crazy.
Ball snap, going to be handed off. Does a great job of sniffing that out. Walker Valley does a great job of setting the edge there. Shantz turns the running back inside. So that's going to be no gain on the play. Second, it looks like they may give him a yard. So 2nd and 9.
It's just going to limp off. Not the kind of limp that looks like he's hurt. The kind of limp that looks like, hey, I need to play off, coach.
Yeah, he's being used on both sides of the ball. We've seen him play corner tonight. We've seen him play safety. We've seen him play wide receiver. We've seen him play quarterback. He took the QB draw there on the 4th down play. He's definitely all over the field tonight. It's going to be a QB keeper up the middle, and this guy is elusive. He gets stuck around the yard to gain. This game's starting to get a little chippy on the East Hamilton side so far. It's just been East Hamilton, but Walker Valley's starting to kind of get chippy with him as well.
Yeah, and I tell you, if I'm East Hamilton, I don't want to get chippy in the trenches down there. I'm not getting chippy with Troy Discavich and Jack Shantz on the field.
No, that's a gritty defensive bunch right there. But East Hamilton's done a great job of controlling the possession here in the second quarter. You've got 5:12 left in the second quarter. Your score 7-7. So, shotgun, ball snapped. It's going to be that QB read again. Ball is on the ground. It hops right back into the quarterback's stomach.
I tell you, I see what they're doing here. They want to end this with a kick. They want to come away with points. So your play calling here is very conservative, but there comes the conversation of, is it too conservative? Because you've had success on this possession, moving the ball around with running back number 34, aside from Jaden, and receiver number 19, I forget.
James, I think.
James
does a great job. So they're going to go back to the shotgun. Ball snapped. It's going to be that read again. They're going to hand it off to him. There is a flag on the play, and it's around the line of scrimmage. It looks like this one may be marched back as well. East Hamilton has done a great job of throwing some big plays, but then they end up getting brought back via penalty.
Yeah, they're there's a couple of schools of thought on that, and a lot of it may be the shout outs we're given, the Troy Discaviches of the world, the Braylon Beards of the world, the Jack Shantzes. When those guys are in pursuit of the football, and if they beat you even a little, the hustle play there often causes a hold.
Yeah, absolutely. Walker Valley great that I think about is Connor Phillips. He was the king of drawing a flag.
For sure.
And it was because he had a motor like no other. And really, I see that in both Troy and Shantz. They have a great job of setting that edge. And if you get beat, the only thing you really have left is to hold on to that jersey and hope that nobody sees you.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and long. It looks like Coach Akins may take his first timeout here, and he is going to. So that timeout is sponsored by Milligan Vane. Do your legs feel heavy and tired or achy? Dr. James Goodwin offers office treatments that will make you look and feel better in a day. MilliganVein.com. So with that timeout, there's going to be a TV timeout as well. We're going to take a 1-30 break. We'll be back in 1:30.
As a homeowner, I'm always looking for peace of mind, especially when I have a costly unplanned expense, like a cooling system repair or replacement. That's when I turn to the free eScore home evaluation program offered by Cleveland Utilities. This program offers invaluable advice from experts trained and approved by TVA. A network of contractors are licensed and insured, so you can be assured the job will be done right and inspected for free. Sign up online at www.2escore.com or call Cleveland Utilities at 472-4521 to learn more. Always looking for ways to help our community. We are Cleveland Utilities, your hometown connection.
Are you looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Toyota of Cleveland has you covered with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in the beautiful city of Cleveland, Tennessee. With an expert sales team, Toyota of Cleveland would love to put you in the vehicle of your dreams. Top-notch service team, expert sales team, and the largest pre-owned selection? Why look anywhere else but Toyota of Cleveland? Exit 20 and online at toyotaofcleveland.com. Toyota of Cleveland cares.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one. Medical, dental, and vision insurance. Paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix is a family-owned business and has been serving Cleveland for 40 years. They work with customers large and small. Call Bradley Concrete at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football. Supplied all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris. Your score, Walker Valley 7, East Hamilton 7 with 4:15 on the clock. East Hamilton 2nd and 20. They are able to get one more first down if they're able to get the ball inside the 3-yard line.
And they showed 5 wide before the timeout.
Looks like they're going to go trips, and now they're going to go back 5 wide here.
Oh, I see.
So they're going to send Haywood in motion, ball snap, Miller looking, throws. He's going to throw a throw ball to Haywood, just too far. Haywood almost making a play on the ball. That's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, we're at 3rd and about 20. They could pick up a first down, Coach, at about the 2-yard line. If I'm seeing correctly.
Yeah, they've got the line to gain looks like it's the 3. So if they can get inside the 3, then they can have another first down. But right now, you wonder if you just try to get this into some kind of field goal range and get points on the board. They're going to send Haywood out wide to another empty back set. I would say most of their night has been spent in that, bringing a jet motion sweep across. It's going to be a QB keeper up the middle. He gets a good gain, but not enough for a first down. Going to be inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he does a good job of riding that fake, keeping it in the stomach of his running back and pulling it right when he sees the opening. He's going to pick up some yardage there, but that's going to put them in a spot. Looks like their place kicker is out. Let's see if they can.
If I'm Walker Valley, though, that number 11 out there on the outside, I'm looking at him the entire time. Ball snapped, kick is up, and it is good. So East Hamilton able to come away with points after a very long drive that was extended kind of by some penalties, and East Hamilton able to get the first down, but then put themselves behind the sticks a couple different times. But they will get 3. So your score, East Hamilton 10, Walker Valley 7. Hey, Coach, I have a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update for us.
Yeah.
Bearden 17, Cleveland 6, Loudon 28, Sweetwater 0, McMinn County 7, Howard 0, Pigeon Forge 15, Meigs 0, Bradley 17 over Hardin Valley 7. And it looks like that is all the scores I have for us currently. So Bearden, that's a big region matchup between Bearden and Cleveland. Bearden currently leads 17-6.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a football game going on up there, and that's very respectable of Cleveland to stand in with a program like Bearden right now. leading up into the half.
So East Hamilton is set to kick the ball off. Back deep for the Mustangs. Number 1, Spencer McCooch. And do you have a number on that second one, Coach?
That should be 22. Cason Cunningham. It's Cason Cunningham.
So that's going to be a long kick, and that one's going to travel. Oh no, it takes a bounce inside the help me out with what's the orange cone?
The pylon.
The pylon. Thank you.
Yeah.
It takes a bounce inside the pylon, so that is going to be a flag on the play.
Now I tell you, we often see Coach Akins wants to make them kick it again. With the muffed kick earlier, is he going to do that, or is he just going to bring his offense out?
I think you probably just see him take the yardage and bring the offense out, just because we have had some issues back there fielding the kicks. You've got 3 minutes and yeah, I am as well. You've got 3 minutes and 29 seconds left here in the half. Walker Valley looking to make a drive and put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're going to come out in that set, tied into the boundary. Twins to the field.
Ball snap. Dosen hands it off to the outside. It's going to be Hall. He's going to bounce it up the middle. He's got some room to run. He's carrying a defender with him. He's going to get all the way across the 50 down to the 48-yard line. A great run by Javen Hall.
Yeah, he's running like a man possessed tonight. He gets the place to where he gets the edge, and then when they leverage him, they're going to move quick here.
It looks like East Hamilton.
They're stopping it for the sticks, right?
East Hamilton is going to take a timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about this covering some film sessions with Coach Akins. When you have an explosive run play like that, he kind of runs I don't know if he calls it duo or what he calls it, but you get on the ball quickly and you try to snap it again and run that same play. That kind of looked like what they might have been trying to do there.
Yeah, it was. They're trying to get lined up. I mean, they're lined up ready to snap the ball, and the sticks are still walking down the sidelines.
So that's a Milligan Vein timeout. Do your legs feel tired or heavy? Dr. James Goodwin offers an office treatment that will make you look and feel better. Chick-fil-A, located on Keith Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. So Walker Valley, again, unfortunate fumble on the play on their last offensive possession. East Hamilton did a good job of drawing up some pressure and putting it on Dosen, but kind of seemed like they had some things going in the right direction. And after the first play here on this drive, it seems like they still like what they've got going on.
Yeah, I mean, they're still being diverse in their running attack, and they still have Jaden Hall at the helm in that regard. Let's see what they do here at 1st and 10.
You're going to bring both the tight ends in motion. Ball snapped. Going to be handed off to Hall again. Tries to bounce it to the outside. He does get there. He's going to have a gain of about 5 on the play. Then I'll bring up 2nd and 5.
That's fine. We're at 3:04 until the half. East Hamilton leading 10-7. Walker Valley controlling the line of scrimmage at this point. It's going to be about 2nd and 6.
Ball snapped. They're going to go right back to the run. Outside, Javen Hall has some room to run. He's going to carry a defender with him. He's going to be all the way down to the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, Javen's hearing us talk about running back fundamentals up here in the booth. He's sticking his foot in the ground, getting vertical, doing a great job of covering the football and running after contact.
And East Hamilton is going to burn another timeout here. That timeout is sponsored by Milligan Vein. We're going to keep it here with you. One thing I want to point out real quick, Coach Turner, the fashionista tonight, started off in his baby blue jacket, has now switched into a navy and yellow jacket. He's busting out the fashion sense for us tonight.
Yeah, he wants to diversify his wardrobe, is what he tells me typically is, he has a fit of the day vlog on the TikTok.
Could you imagine?
I would pay someone to do that.
Yeah, I would be a subscriber to that for sure.
For those of you listening that are thinking about turning down the dial at halftime, we're going to have a special guest on here, Cameron Norwood, former Walker Valley Mustang, who's now studying the coaching game at ETSU. He's on their football staff there as a manager trainee, sort of I'll let him give you his title when he gets up here, but stick around to hear Cameron. He's a really great personality, great kid. We're going to get to talk to him for just a few minutes.
Absolutely. And if you're looking to watch the band, switch over to the Walker Valley YouTube page. They'll mute the audio. So, ball is snapped. It's going to be a Roman Ulo keeper. Looked like he had some room to run. The East Hamilton defender did a good job of closing the hole.
Yeah, that's it's hard to see from here what he's seeing from the tight copy, but oftentimes when you're running a power play, grass is not always the place to run, even though it's attractive. It's I think he saw what we saw, and he saw a gaping hole, but it's not there by the time he reaches it.
So Walker Valley Stum back in. It's going to be that same handoff play. He's going to try to follow his blocker. Looks like he was almost dragged down by the horse collar. Some coaches are fighting for that on the sideline, but there's going to be no flag on the play.
I tell you, East Hamilton's starting to overplay that. They're finding success right there of stuffing that at the line of scrimmage, but it's because they're overplaying. We know that Tyler Pope's up in the box watching from the sky, and he's going to see something like that. If you might get away with it once or twice, but he's going to call that into Coach Akins.
Dawson Stum, hard count, and a lot of biters.
He got every East Hamilton defender within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage to jump off sides right there. So good no play.
So that what was going to be a 3rd and 10 is now going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs. And I would venture to say we're kind of in that area that you may see Coach Akins go for it. If you can get a few yards here, you may see something. Let's see what they come out in. It looks like Roman Yulo is back in at the quarterback position. Ball snap. It's going to be a Yulo keeper out wide.
Oh my
goodness. He's got some room to run. Tackled by the shoestrings. Looks like number 4 for East Hamilton was just able to hold on just long enough, but not before a Bradley Concrete and Lamecon Ready Mix first down inside the key of Cleveland drive zone.
I'll tell you, Roman Yulo's a large man. They're going quick here, Coach.
Ball snap, same play. Yulo going to be dragging a few defenders this time. I kind of like what you said, though, Coach. They're starting to over-pursue that right side of the football. You can see Coach Pope calling that into Coach Akins and trying to bust them something on the backside.
54 on the defensive line keeps standing out to me now. He's a dog. He's got a motor. He's catching up to that on the backside, but if he's not careful, they're going to counter him here in just a second.
Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dale's. Just call Dale's.com. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, Voitech.com. So 50 seconds ticking down here in the second quarter. Walker Valley taking their time. They have 2 timeouts. East Hamilton has none. So I think Walker Valley may be content taking this down to about 40 seconds and kind of getting a game plan here.
Yeah, they're Coach Akins has in his mind what he wants to do here. He's going to call his team over, tell them take a deep breath. Here's the way. Now go walk the path.
Well, and here's the thing. Some people might not like letting that much time tick off the clock. We're also talking about a East Hamilton offense that does have the ability to pop one off at any second, and you don't want to give them too much time if you are able to score here.
No, you don't want to give them too much time, and you don't want to put the ball in harm's way with under a minute left on the clock because, as we've mentioned all game, those explosive athletes that have played offense all night for East Hamilton, they're all on the defense. And very quickly, if you make a misstep, you could be down a score, down 2 scores instead of looking at tying the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So after the Milligan Vane timeout, that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 here for the Walker Valley Mustangs.
Dawson Stum back in at quarterback. I would look to see some sort of safe attack here.
They're looking over, still taking time. I wouldn't be surprised if you try to see Coach Akins come out for another hard count. Been able to get him.
Timeout left.
We have 1 timeout left. Yes,
you can still run the ball once. Let's see.
Ball snap, and it's going to be a throw. He's got a man.
Hands of your best player, Roman Yulo, across the middle, draping an East Hamilton defender. But he says, "I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you." And hits pay dirt for the Walker Valley Mustangs. We're 34 seconds left in the half. Mustangs take the lead at 13-10. Their special teams unit will come out and try to make it 14-10.
Yeah, absolutely. Another Wright Brothers construction touchdown by Roman Yulo. Like you said, he says, "I'm better than you," goes up and gets the football. And I also want to point out that was probably they went that fake run. Kick is up. It is good. They over pursued the right side there again. And who do you see coming from the left side? Their best player, Roman Yulo. So great lead up call right there, Coach Paris. Seeing that ahead of time, because we saw them go that fake run to the right side. Everybody dive and take it, and you had a wide open lane to throw the football. So great to see Dawson Stone back in the stat column with a touchdown, and great to see Roman Yulo putting up his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, the change of pace in the middle of that offensive possession with Roman Yulo stepping to quarterback. You're allowed as an East Hamilton defense to do certain things in that look. Walker Valley still finds success, and right there at the last second, coming out of a timeout, Dawson Stum's back in the game. You have to get back to covering your bases. You've already seen Javen Hall make 2 or 3 carries on that possession that were in excess of the distance from the goal line, and we still had 1 timeout, so you had to account for everything. They hit him with the play action. Roman Yulo gets the slant across the middle, and is just the defender played it well. It's just Roman Yulo is a large human, and he is explosive.
I feel like I've been saying Roman Yulo's name for since I was in high school, and he's only a junior. You have another year of this Dawson Stum Roman Yulo matchup.
Javen Hall.
And Javen Hall, a lot of key offensive guys coming back. The kick is up. It's going to be a pooch kick around the 20-yard line. They're going to take it. Probably kicked it to the wrong person, though. Hayward going to try to bounce it out wide. But Spencer McCooch does a good job of filling his assignment, not over pursuing the football and making the tackle there with 25 seconds left.
That's right. If he fits that run, Jaden Haywood had the edge, and it's just a foot race at that point. But McCooch shows us that he's disciplined and very fast.
So, Coach, they take that ball back to the 40. You've got 25 seconds, no timeouts. As the Walker Valley defense, you don't want to go into prevent too early here. What do you just go out there and business as normal?
Yeah, I think so. I think you go business as normal because your business as normal is let's make sure we're stopping Jaden Haywood and make them beat us with somebody else.
Ball snap, looking for the big shot. They're going to target him and nearly intercepted. Just great coverage there by Jerry Pugh against Haywood. Does a good job of leveraging himself inside, turning to the football and making a play.
Yeah, I mean, there you see it right there. They're gonna broadcast that a majority of their game plan is to get the ball into the hands of their best player, and they're looking for him there. And Jerry Pugh's one of those guys. He looks like a mismatch, but he's so disciplined and he's so well coached, and he does his job. He makes it hard on you.
So they're going to go back to the shotgun. Hard count, no biters. 14 seconds left on the play clock. Going to switch the running back over. Ball snapped. Looks like they're going to hand it off wide to the running back. He's going to get the ball. Let's see if they keep this clock rolling. They're not. They're going to stop it as he runs out of bounds with 11 seconds left. But you talked about Jerry Pugh, Coach. Walker Valley, something that I feel like they do good every year is they have very talented players, but the guys that are just hard workers, disciplined. Jerry Pugh doesn't look like the biggest specimen, but he does the little things correctly, and I think that's very indicative of what Coach Akins does with this football program.
Yeah, it's a team that's built on that, built on discipline and assignment football.
So they're going to hand the ball out wide to Hayward. He's going to stay in bounds. It looks like the clock is going to stop for the chains to move, I believe. But really, is that all they can stop it?
Well, I think he
did they say he got out of bounds?
He was on top of somebody when he rolled into the white area of the turf. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's on the far
depends
side.
on what they call, but from me, it looked like he got out of bounds.
Well, the chains are set, and it looks like he did get out of bounds. So they've got one last play here with 3.9 left on the clock. Walker Valley leads 14-10. Miller is going to be in the shotgun. They're going to go twin set to the home side, single receiver to the away. Ball snap, and they're going to play it safe and just hand that thing off up the middle. And you have to take that as a win for the Walker Valley defense.
Yeah, you take that as a win for the Walker Valley defense, and you get it. Don't put the ball in harm's way. This is a tight football game. Nobody is out of this game by any means. So no reason near midfield to put the ball up in harm's way with defenders like Spencer McCooch and Michael Wood and Jerry, those guys that can really make you pay if you were to throw a pick there.
Absolutely. So We're going to take a break. Your score 14-10. Going to try to get a hold of Cam up here to get an interview. We're going to let Mr. Rob Varner, who does our stats, and I know we give him credit every week, but he does such a great job, almost down to the exact number every single week of tackles, yardage. So we're going to let those stats roll in from him. Try to get Cam Norwood up here as well to get an interview, and we will come back with our halftime show. If you are planning on watching the band, if you're watching us on Facebook, switch over to the YouTube page, Walker Valley Football YouTube page. They'll mute the audio there, and then come back to us over here as we talk and break down some football. So we're going to send it back to the station. Let's send it back for 4 minutes, let those stats roll in, and try to get a hold of Cam. We'll be back in 4.
Did you know that Honda Accord is America's best-selling car for the past 50 years? Serious. Folks love their Accords, and you will too at Honda Cleveland, because you can get 1.9% financing on all 24 Accords, all trim levels included. 1.9% financing on Accord. Or if a pre-owned Honda fits your budget better, check out Honda Cleveland's true certified pre-owned Hondas with an awesome warranty, 3-day exchange policy, 24/7 roadside assistance, and more.
We've had a long-standing relationship with the folks up at Honda of Cleveland, and it sounds cliche, but they've always treated us like family, and we always go back to Honda of Cleveland.
Now you can get service, parts, and tires and pay for it over time with up to 3 months interest-free, no hard credit check, and a 90% approval rate, only at Honda Cleveland. Proud to be local family owned and the Chattanooga region's only Honda President's Award winner 3 years in a row. Honda Cleveland, your car, your way, every day. I-75 exit 20, 1 mile east. Hope to see you soon.
It's time to come home to Jenkins Deli, Cleveland and Bradley County's heritage restaurant for over 40 years. The owners of Jenkins have raised the bar in food quality, expanded the bar menu with new seating, new televisions. And now Jenkins has a Sunday brunch. You have to try Jenkins' new barbecue, including smoked pork and brisket. Live music on the Jenkins patio every Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Dinner specials. It's time to come home to Jenkins. Follow Jenkins Deli on Facebook.
Turn your world yellow with Mayfield Dairy this fall. Whether you're wrapping up a workout or craving a tasty afternoon treat, our rich chocolate milk replenishes nutrients and provides high-quality protein to keep you going. Grab some Mayfield milk today and experience real, southern, sunny goodness in every sip. From our iconic yellow jugs to our delicious chocolate milk, everything tastes better with Mayfield. Turn your world yellow because the best moments are made with Mayfield Dairy.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Hey guys, this is Dan Good from Crown. Just reminding you that Crown Jeep is Cleveland and Bradley County's Jeep headquarters.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldog, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hey, Grandpa. Hey, Jimmy. I got something for you. It's 2 bits. Grandpa, that's a quarter. Bits are binary digits. Data in the computer. Jimmy, bits are currency. That's 2 bits. Here's 6 more. That's 8 bits. And that's $1. Grandpa, 8 bits is a byte. 1,000,000 bytes is 8,000,000 bits, and that's a meg. Jimmy, you get a byte from a bug, and 1,000,000 is a problem. 8,000,000 bits is 1,000,000 bucks, and meg is your aunt. A bug makes your computer crash. A crash is when, Jimmy, we speak 2 different languages, but the technicians at Springdale Heating and Air, they'll talk to you about your system, give you options and a language that you can understand.
Boys, dinner's ready.
I understand that.
Yep.
Springdale Heating and Air, old-fashioned friendly, and always more than your money's worth. 479-6363.
And we're back on WCLE 99.1. Where the Mustangs lead the East Hamilton Hurricanes 14-10 at the half. This is Matt Paris. My buddy Jacob is standing nearby. I have a special guest in the box with me. Cameron Norwood. Cam, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Now, for those that don't know, Cameron, you are a 2023 graduate of Walker Valley High School. You were on the nose of that defensive line back with you and Chipper Franks and Tucker Oimby. Evan was your quarterback.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So you guys had a great year that year, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you talk a little bit about that and what you remember about being a player here at Walker Valley?
Yeah, that was an awesome year. That was my senior year. I think we ended the year 5-7. We got to end it at Powell. It was a great experience when I was here. It's my first year starting, my first real experience playing football, like really out there. It was awesome. Like playing with those guys, I would do anything to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
One more time. And so, I came here today to watch one more game.
Yeah.
Try to catch a game this year. This is awesome. Like, it really is.
That's awesome, man. I was telling my friend Jacob earlier, my first memories of you, because sometimes freshmen, they kind of fly under the radar, but your sophomore year was 2020, the COVID year.
Yes, sir.
When we came in and we were checking your temperatures on arrival, you were getting dressed under the bleachers, and I was out here teaching you and Chipper Franks guard reads. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
A gap
Yes,
now.
sir.
C gap. Okay. So talk about that. Being, a young sophomore, I want to play the game. Did you know you loved the game then like you do now?
So, I grew up on a football field. My dad was a high school football coached for 18 years at 4 different high schools. And, so when I finally got my chance to play, which I wasn't very invested in, growing up in middle school and stuff like that. But I got to high school and people like you, y'all changed my life football wise. Like my father, I got into football. I got really invested, towards my sophomore year. And that's kind of how I knew I wanted to play. And then we have mentors, you, Coach Akins, Coach Braun was a big one. People like y'all changed my life. And so it really, that sophomore year, that was a crazy year. It was COVID. We had a really good football team that year too. So even though me and Chipper, I remember me and Chipper were best friends. We didn't play. We sat there. We had a little line. Called ourselves the sideline sexies. Literally, I had a blast, and we just watched Tucker Pope throw for 300 yards every game. It was awesome.
Well, I tell you, we would have never told you this then, but even in that year, I'm messing with you guys on the field, on the practice field, but I'm going in and saying, hey, these two kids right here, man,
Yes, sir.
they're something, and they're going to be something one day. Now you're at ETSU, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I see you swagged out in your
Yeah,
ETSU
yes, sir.
gear. What are you studying there, Cam?
Sports management.
Sports management.
sir.
Now you're you're part of that football program, yeah?
Yes, sir. I'm a student assistant football coach over there.
Yeah, tell me what all are you getting your hands on as far as you want to be a football coach?
Yes, sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
a goal here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. What are you getting your hands on coaching wise at ETSU?
It's basically like being a grad assistant. So you're doing all the small things, all the things people on Saturdays they're not going to see, but you're a lot of behind the scenes, which is awesome. I try to be as much hands on as possible, and sometimes it's a lot sometimes, but we have a very good staff over there, very good people. The support staff is very, very good. Some of my best friends over there though, on hand stuff. I've gotten to signal a little bit, which is pretty fun. That's pretty
awesome.
cool. And then the recruiting side, I help out with recruiting a little bit. It's really fun. It's exciting to go and sit on the sideline of these games and watch how it's really done and hear everything and go to the practices. It's really dope. It's awesome.
Do you have a game tomorrow?
We do. We play at ETSU. It's against Sanford.
Against Sanford.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Do we have
SoCon.
any people at Sanford?
Not
that you
here.
know of?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, I was just making sure there wasn't any reunions going to be happening up
No.
there. So how do you feel going into that
Feel really
Sanford
good.
matchup?
Really good. This is the best we've been in a while, and we have a strong team, with a very good quarterback and a very good defense. Very good coaching, great coaching. Very well coached team. Sanford, they're really fast paced, so our focus is going to be on slowing them down a good bit. No, they're awesome. Yeah, no, it's good staff. I'm excited to play them.
That's good. Now I've had the pleasure of coaching you in football, and I've got to teach both of your sisters. So the Norwood family is really become close to my heart. So that's awesome. Anybody you want to give a shout out to while you're talking to me tonight?
Yeah, probably my family, my parents. They're the reason why I'm here today, reason why I'm here right now. So I just want to shout out them, tell them thank you. And it's a blessing. This is awesome.
Awesome, man. Well, Cam, I'm proud of you, man, and I want to let you know that everybody here at Walker Valley is rooting for you, and we're behind you, and we're glad to have you. Anytime you come back, we want to hear your voice, and we want to know how you're doing, and we'll talk to you anytime that you're willing to come up and talk.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. And with that, we're going to take just about a 3-minute break. So we'll be right back again. The Mustangs lead East Hamilton 14-10 at the half, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Find out more at tnvalleyurology.net or call 423-472-3201.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving and seal coating. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old surfaces made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
Purchase 4 Bridgestone Dueler AT Revo 3 or Dueler AT Ascent tires to be eligible for $100 instant savings. Or purchase 4 Firestone Destination XT, Destination AT, Destination AT2, Destination MT, Destination MT2, Transforce AT or Transforce AT2 tires to be eligible for $100 savings. Limit 2 per household. At Cleveland Tire Center, 4699 North Lee Highway in Cleveland.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more than just a plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. We're your partners in success. Join our family of customers today and experience the benefits of partnering with us. Enjoy free local delivery so you can focus on what you do best, getting the job done. With wholesale pricing, you'll save big on every purchase. Plus, our fast, friendly support team is here to assist you every step of the way. Our vast selection from top manufacturers ensures you'll find everything you need all under one roof. Find a location near you. Visit wholesalesupply.us for more. And remember, Wholesale Supply, open to the public. Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one. Medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
This Halloween, don't let the candy play tricks on your child's teeth. At Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga, we're here to keep those little things healthy and cavity-free.
From cleanings to braces, we make dental visits fun and easy for your little monsters. Our team is here to ensure that every smile stays healthy, no matter how much candy's in the bag.
Don't let cavities haunt your Halloween. Visit PDOC.com to book your appointment today. Have a fantastic Halloween from all of us at Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga.
Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture and appliance purchases, and other worthwhile purpose. Solutions Finance. Keith Street, phone 339-6772.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. Have you been told you don't have enough bones for dental implants? Mini implants might be your answer. We have been offering mini implants for over 20 years now to replace missing single teeth with crowns, denture stabilization, or even full mouth permanent porcelain that stays in the mouth and you do not take in and out. Mini dental implants change the way dentistry is performed today. Give us a call at 476-6541.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. We are in the Southland Finance Halftime Show, located on Peerless Road at 25th in front of Ace Hardware. Not for much longer, though. Ace Hardware making the move across town, but for now, still the Ace Hardware. But, Coach, we're just racking up the guests tonight. Got another Walker Valley great here, Spencer Jackson. And, Spencer, you know, something that's funny, I've coached you now, I've coached your brother. I was coaching calling one of his games, and I said your name over the PA. But honestly, looking at you guys both out there, a lot of similarities. But just talking off air, super excited to have you. But our history moment tonight was the 2020 game, and you had a special play in that, didn't you?
Yep. I had I can't remember what quarter it was, but I remember going into that game, the quarterback, I think, Haynes Eller, maybe. He hadn't thrown a pick all year, and that was kind of our goal as the defense was come in and force a few turnovers. We ended up having, I think, 3 interceptions that game.
Yep. Lane Miller had 2, you had 1.
Yep.
And, you know, that was a big game. They were the number 3 ranked team in the state. Do you remember what it was like walking up into that week, just kind of preparation for that game?
I remember I think it was that game they
played
the
Hurricane.
coaches played Hurricane over and over and over the whole practice all week long. I remember that. That was
that
like
song
nothing
played
like
no less than 1,000 times at practice all week on repeat. The song Hurricane just to sort of in their mind.
Probably singing it in your sleep at night,
Oh my
weren't you?
God. Yeah, against my will I was, yeah.
Well, absolutely. Well, hey, man, we talk about it every week. A lot of you guys that were in that 2020 class all the way up to when you graduated in 2022 are kind of the cornerstone of what this Walker Valley football team looks like today. There was a rebuild that kind of happened when Coach Akins came in here, and you guys really put in the work and see the product out on the field now. What's it like coming back as a fan and watching kind of the same principles, but starting to see the success that they're having as well?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, freshman year, not winning a game, and now they're winning 3 games in the playoffs like last year, and then this year just succeeding as well. I mean, it's obviously, I wish I was still here to experience it as well, but I mean, it's great to watch.
Yeah, so Spencer, I had the pleasure of coaching you since you could probably remember playing football, probably 8 years old.
It's been forever.
And man, always a pleasure to have on a team. If you need a play, put the ball in Spencer's hand. He's going to go get you a play. I want to bring up, you mentioned how bad you wish you were still playing, as do all old high school football players. Your season ended in the playoffs at Carnes, that's correct?
Yeah, correct.
Now, what's it like when you turn on the tube on Saturday and you see Deshaun Bishop having a lot of success at Tennessee? Do you ever tell your friends, hey, that guy?
Oh, I mean, every time he gets one, I'm like, yeah, I mean, played against that guy in the playoffs. I mean, if I hadn't already told you.
Yeah, Deshaun Bishop playing for the UT Vols now, having a lot of success. He was leading the nation in rushing in high school at Carnes and narrowly eliminated Walker Valley from the playoffs back in 2022. Apologize.
I mean, he no less than touched the football that night probably, 40, 50 times.
I mean, it felt like every play.
Yeah, it
I
was.
mean, some sort of
Deshaun Bishop
send it off or whatever.
It was Deshaun Bishop left, right up the middle. But you had a chance of playing a lot of really good players. What's probably your favorite memory as a Walker Valley football player?
I mean, it's got to be the Powell game. I mean, I feel like that's what everybody says, but I mean, it really is. I mean, coming in and first home playoff win. I mean, I've never experienced anything else like that.
Well, and what's been so good to see kind of under Coach Akins, and, we talk about the band all the time. One of the main things I remember is Powell coming in, and it was almost like a college atmosphere when they got backed up into this corner when the new band section had just kind of been premiered in the playoffs. They had no answer for it. I remember the coach or the quarterback looking over at the coach being like, I have no idea what you're saying.
Yep.
Talk about what football was like your freshman year, not winning a game, to having the atmosphere here on a Friday night. What did that transition look like?
I mean, it's kind of almost as simple as fan engagement. I mean, when you're not winning any games, I mean, nobody in the student, none of the students really want to go or motivated to go. But when you're hosting a playoff game and winning 6 or 7 or 8 games a year, I mean, people want to come out and watch and support. And I mean, just having more people here cheering, I mean, it helps so much on the field more than I think people realize.
Now, Spencer, you're not, because I've known you so long, you're not the type of guy that says, hey, let me put a microphone in my hand and talk on the radio to a lot of people, even though the people listening to us right now have heard your name and heard your name and heard your name. But I'm not going to let you be this close to me in this atmosphere and not ask you to come in and say a couple things. So just give us a quick update. You're at ETSU, correct?
Yes, sir. At ETSU.
What are you studying?
I'm studying surveying mapping.
That's all. Are you enjoying that?
It's been good so far.
Good. And if I understand correctly, you are to intern with Wright Brothers this coming summer, or you did last summer?
I did this past summer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
It was great. I mean, no complaints. No complaints at all.
Awesome, man. We just talked to Cam Norwood, and we made reference to the COVID year of getting dressed under the bleachers and taking temperatures and small group practices. What do you think about all that? What is it like to you now to come in here to an 0-10 freshman season, go through COVID, and end up graduating as the leading? You led in receptions upon graduation. Is that interceptions? I'm sorry.
I can't even remember something like that. But
I'll have to check myself on that. But I
I want to point out also having to commute to practice every day as well when they're installing the turf field.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were the turf team. We had to secure. I had to go over there and help refurbish Charleston's field
that was
to where we could practice on it. That's something else. A lot of memories here at Walker Valley for you, yeah.
Yep.
And your little brother, he next up.
I hope so. I mean, he's over there standing on the sideline, not doing much this year, but he's definitely got the ability. He's definitely got the speed, the skills. He's just waiting right now.
He's waiting. I'll say this. I coached baseball. I coached you in football. For a kid to not play baseball since second grade and then to come out and lead the team in doubles, steals, and really I remember the first time he tried to get under a fly ball. He goes, "Coach, what am I doing wrong?" I said, kind of think about it like you're high pointing the football, except grab it with the glove. You guys have always been so coachable. You were coachable. Your brother was coachable. I've loved getting to work with your family, and we're proud of you and what you're doing, and we're excited to see you continue to grow and become a young man.
Thank you.
Yeah, my favorite Spencer Jackson story, and then I'll let you go. We're at Smith County in a dog fight, and it's muddy and it's slick. And if Spencer will tell you, as his running back coach, I'm huge on ball security. Spencer does something that he never did, and he sort of coughs up a football. And he comes to me. I think he's expecting an earful, and I look at him, and I'm like, "Hey, that's horrible, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Go get me the ball." He goes down, gets the football back, turns it over, and comes back and brings me the football. Literally, one of my favorite Spencer Jackson moments of all time.
I think I was in the end zone.
I think you probably were too.
I think I was.
But, we have to go with the call. But
nothing you can do about it. Don't have instant replay. So.
But I was I would have never told you right then, but I was so stinking proud of you for that next defensive play and bringing me that football with a little bit of chipper with But man, thank you. I love you, kid. I'm glad to talk to you, and thank you for coming in and letting the people listening to us hear your voice.
I've enjoyed it. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, there you go, brother. I'm glad we could drag you in. Thank you so much for joining us, and don't be afraid to come back and see us. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to bring us to halftime. We're going to send it back to the station for a 1-minute break and let these teams get warmed up. What a great halftime show. Honestly, probably one of my favorites that I've been a part of.
Pretty cool, right?
Getting to interview two former players and two, cornerstones of what this Walker Valley football team has progressed to be. So we're going to send it back for the station for 1 minute, and we will be back with your second half coverage.
Thank you for choosing Whirlpool, where we are committed to being the best global kitchen and laundry company in constant pursuit of improving life at home. For more information on Whirlpool, please visit whirlpool.com.
Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better, and your procedure is covered by most insurance. Visit milliganvein.com or call Dr. Gooden today at 423-961-5682.
Hello, I'm Brian Poole with Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. We do own and operate our own crematory facility. So once your loved one comes into our care, they never leave our care until we give the loved one back to your family. Something that people ask all the time is, where's our loved one going? They're going to stay in our care the whole time. That's comforting for families to know that they'll never leave our care until we deliver them back to the family. Let our family serve your family. You can reach us at www.pfhcleveland.com.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. That's going to bring us to the end of the Southland Finance halftime show. But before we do, we're going to get to the Waste Connections stats. Halftime stats. At halftime, Walker Valley had 3 penalties for 28 yards. East Hamilton 9 for 86. Both teams had 10 first downs. East Hamilton 23 rushes for 138 yards. They were 6 of 13 passing for 65 yards. Beard and Jackson both with 4 tackles. Goldman 9 tackles. Hudson 1 reception for 6 yards. Roundtree 2 for 28. Eulo rushed for a touchdown plus 3 receptions, 22, and a receiving touchdown. So those are your halftime stats. Let me get this one in. Walker Valley, 17 rushes for 144 yards, 5 of 6 on passing for 44 yards. Hall has 12 rushes for 77 yards, and Eulo has 4 rushes for 77 yards. So that is your halftime stats. A little bit different out of the halftime, but I love getting to spotlight young men like those two guys out in the world. Going to make the world a better place for sure.
Yeah, it's full circle for me. I can remember days on the field with those guys, coming off of a winless season, trying to rebuild a program, telling them to just keep pounding the rock, man, keep going at it, keep doing what you're doing, get the little things right, and to be able to stand here years later as they pursue careers, as they be good to their girlfriends, good to their family, they're studying, they're doing all the things. It's just good to be able to sit back with them and just reminisce a little bit. And it's good to let the listeners hear those voices of the names that they've heard for so long.
For sure. And so that's going to be the end of the halftime show. And here is your kick. Kick is going to be taken inside the 5. He's to the 10. To the 15. He's going to be flushed out wide. Can he turn the corner, get to the 20? He does. He's going to take it to the 22. So probably the longest 22-yard run you could imagine. Took it around the 2-yard line at the pylon.
Yeah, he takes it all the way across the field, gets the edge below the number, makes a defender pay, and then makes the sideline monitor TV pay as he puts the table and all on the ground.
So that's going to bring out this Walker Valley offense. Had some good things going on their last couple drives. One was ended by an unfortunate fumble when they sent a lot of pressure towards Stum, but then was able to bounce back and score right there before halftime. Your score 14-10 as Walker Valley takes over on offense. So Stum going to start off in the shotgun. Ball set. Snapped, handed off to Hall. Is patient behind his blockers, does a great job. Is going to get about a 5-yard gain all the way up to the 30.
Yeah, it's just power there. Nothing dramatic. Good way to start the half. Get ahead of the sticks. Don't put yourself at any risk. Probably want to tighten up a couple down blocks, but otherwise looking okay.
So they're going to go to that twin set to the away side. They're running a 2 tight end set, Coach, correct? Let me count. Yeah, 2 tight ends to the right. So, ball snapped, handed off. Hall off the edge, lowers his shoulder, does a great job of getting his pad level down low, and gets enough for the Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down. So, Coach, would you consider that 12 personnel? Two tight ends, 1 running back set?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
12 personnel.
So they're going to march back into this 12 personnel with the 2 wide receivers up top, ball snap. They're going to go back to the well with Javen Hall, and he is able to get through the first couple arm tackles for a short gain of 3.
So the only thing you have to watch for on the, what you're calling that personnel there is if Tate Roundtree lines up in the backfield, you're going to count him as a running back as well.
Got it.
That'll change you to a 21 personnel.
Perfect. Hey, love it. Learning some football tonight. So,
don't learn it from me, man. You're going the wrong way if you're learning from me.
Hard count, no biters. I would say that was awfully close, though, with that nose guard's helmet.
Yeah, that's a halftime adjustment right there.
I'm sure they got an earful for sure. So, Dosen Stum in the shotgun. He's going to snap it. Fake handoff looking. Has his man in and out of the hands, though, of number 8. Hudson McCoot.
Hey, I'll tell you what, they'll come back to that. That's just a high-low read. You have Roman Yulo fighting to get uncapped on the outside, and he eventually does, but he's got help over the top because he's been such a problem, but that opens up that underneath hole right there. That's a hole throw, they would call it, just beyond linebacker depth. He just doesn't come up with that one.
Yeah, so they're going to shade another guy over top, but it looks like they might have numbers to the outside depending on if that linebacker apexes and goes with him. But Stum in the shotgun, ball snap, looking to throw. He scrolls out. He's going to get it to Roundtree to the 45, inside, down to about the 49, but did you say there's a flag on the play?
No, I was calling the flat.
Okay.
But what they're doing is they're bringing Tate Roundtree from the backside. So they have 3 hats for 3 hats to the field. But when you bring Tate Roundtree from the backside, you gain an extra hat. That's why you're seeing him open in the flats so often.
Tyler used to run that a lot, coming across that almost like a turtle across the field and into the flats. Ball snap.
They ran that some.
Going to be handed off, get a gain of about 2. I know we tried to run it in middle school a lot. We've joked about that off air before. That was almost like our go-to play that year.
Yeah, that was a tough year, wasn't it?
It was. It was
tough couple years for those middle school guys.
Those guys really battled through a lot of adversity. If you think about it, they had the COVID season. Their 8th grade coach quit the week before the season started. It was just
shout out to Nathan Simbeck, the head coach at Meigs County. Yeah, he quit right like before the first game, like a week or two before the first game.
Right before we played Cleveland.
You can't blame him, though. He was like 21. What do you expect?
Ball snap, handed off to Hall to the outside. Tate Roundtree does a good job of getting the initial push, and then they just come down on it. It's going to be a short gain of about 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. 8:48 left here in the third quarter. Your score 14-10.
I tell you, as long as they stay ahead of the sticks here, you don't hate Walker Valley controlling the pace. You said before the game that you'd like to see that happen. You got to see it happen right before the half. They worked the clock magically, and they're doing the same right now.
Ball snap. They're going to go play action. Pass. Caught. To the 25. To the 20. Bounces it inside. Makes a guy miss. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Give him 6. Touchdown, number 8, Hudson McCooch.
Right. We just said they're going to come back to it. It's the same play. It's another McCooch. You have Roman Yulo drawing so much attention over the top. Opens up the hole for Hudson McCooch, and he's showed us multiple times this year when he catches that, you can put bodies all around him. He wants to score the football, and he does it well right there.
So that's another Wright Brothers construction touchdown for the Walker Valley Mustangs. They now lead this 20-10 after the extra point, or before the extra point attempt. The snap is here, kick is up, and it is good. So the Independent Installation Services extra point is good. Your spray foam experts call 423-716-3762. So, Coach, firing off quickly here after the first half. Walker Valley takes the lead 21-10.
Yeah, you go into halftime, you adjust your game plan, and you come out with sort of an idea of how to attack the football. And your plan works out right there. It takes a pretty good amount, for a Drew Akins run offense. That's a pretty good clip of time off the clock because he likes to score fast, But being able to control that, have a couple little hiccups throughout the possession, and still succeed explosively with the Hudson McCooch touchdown. That's a good sign for Walker Valley moving forward into this game.
Absolutely. So they're going to take a TV timeout, so we're going to take a break with them. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with your coverage of the second half of the Walker Valley East Ham football game.
Attention, business owners and managers. Bring your team for team building to Leisure Time Bowling. Leisure Time Bowling offers your company or organization the chance to have fun together with bowling, great food, and a private meeting space. Research shows that team building leads to greater business success. Call Leisure Time Bowling to make your reservation at 728-2988. That's 728-2988 or ltbowling.com.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Matt Paris. Walker Valley leads 21-10 with 8:18 left in the third quarter after a good lengthy drive there for the Mustangs.
Man, just a couple scores of interest. You have Bearden leading Cleveland 24-19 in the fourth. Man, that's turned into a football game, and Bradley is tied with Hardin Valley in a dogfight in the fourth quarter.
So that kick is up. It's going to be a high one. It's going to be taken at the 10. Still kicking it to Haywood. He's going to take it, bounce it, keeps his feet, bounces it out again, stays on his feet to the 40. He's to the 45. They've got a hold of his jersey finally, but not before he gets all the way to the 49-yard line.
Laundry on the field.
That's Coach Akins is talking about his run fit, his lane fits there. He's obviously not pleased with what just happened there. Let's see what the flag is, if it's going to hurt Walker Valley even more.
Looks like
it's pointed towards
East Hamilton.
Yep.
Probably as much juking and moving as that runner's doing, you often catch a hold or maybe a block in the back.
So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. They marked it at the 45-yard line. So that means that's going to back them all the way up to the 35-yard line. So a lucky break there for the Mustangs because, again, I'll be honest with you, it's a little shocking that they're kicking it towards number 11.
Yeah, it's I'm with you on that. It just shows, your special teams discipline has to be extreme when you have an athlete like him on the field. One misfit, and he's going to exploit that. Like, he is so explosive and so fast from side to side. He just makes people miss.
So shotgun set. Miller takes the snap. He's going to hand it off wide to Haywood. Haywood makes the first guy miss, but no, he actually does not. Number 9, Nunez, does a great job of wrapping up the ankles.
Yeah, he just does a great job of being disciplined. Jaden Hayward, he's showing us right now that he understands how to make how to give eye candy for a linebacker or a safety or a corner to peek inside. Nunez does a great job of running through his outside hip, and it lands him right in the middle of a tackle.
Yeah, he did a great job there. I made the call a little too early. Looked like he was going to break away from that tackle, but he does a good job. Looks like we're going to have another equipment infraction this time on East Hamilton, sending the wide receiver off the field. I'm just going to choose not to comment. Maybe I can make it 1 week without commenting on that. Again, I don't blame the officials. It's a rule. They have to enforce it, but there's got to be some kind of conversation between the people who make these pants that they naturally are short. They naturally ride up. For the most part, kids don't go out there, especially now that it's been established. They don't go out there and roll them up.
Their pants are they choose the wrong size.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there on the sidelines. I've been in the locker room. I've fought this battle. You have a kid that, let's see, we got football happening.
Yeah, win a jet sweep. Does a great job getting it to the outside. Going to get all the way down. Probably about a 7-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
It's not always the popular statement that I make, but it's a kid who should be wearing large pants that wants to wear medium so he can feel like one of these college players or NFL players. But man, it hurts when you get sent off to the sideline when your team needs you.
Yeah. When you're resorting to have to put tape around the knee pads, it just is a frustrating scenario for sure. They're going to bring another jet motion. They're going to hand it off. Does a great job. He's going to bounce it out wide again. He's going to have enough for the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
I always thought the best looking kind of football pants were the kind that you could wear on the field. That's my favorite kind.
I'm with you. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, Voitech.com. Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dale's. Just call Dales.com. So 1st and 10 here for East Hamilton in the shotgun. Miller to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it. RPO tries to throw it out wide, and he overthrows the wide receiver.
Yeah, man, he was just feeling his oats on that. He's rolling to his strong hand, but he just throws into it. Just way too strong.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. East Hamilton kind of slowing down the pace. They went with that quick pace earlier when they were driving down, and since then it seems like they haven't been able to get back into that rhythm.
Well, I wonder how much of that you attribute to so many two-way players.
Yep. Ball snap. It's going to be handed off outside to Hayward. Aiden Burns does a great job of trying to take down the runner. I believe, is there still a hurdling penalty in high school?
Not that I know of.
The only reason I know that is I remember Rick Goldston for Bradley.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
Was famous for the ESPN hurdle, but that ended up getting called back. That's going to bring up 3rd down, and let's call it 6 here for East Hamilton. And, something that was so important about Walker Valley having that long drive, you talked about two-way players. Hayward's one of them. Yeah. When you make him run and keep up in routes, it definitely wears and tears on the body.
Yeah, and that's where depth comes into play.
Empty back set's going to be a QB keeper up the middle, but he is met, and the Walker Valley crowd is loving it. Lane Ferris saw what was going on, sat down at the line of scrimmage, dropped his hips, and laid a great hit to the East Hamilton quarterback.
What a play. Yeah, depth comes into play here. I mean, Walker Valley has some depth, so it's nothing for them to go and run Roman Yulo on offense on fly routes every play because he's being covered by Jaden Haywood.
Yeah.
You have to run with him. Even if they know they're probably not going to attack with Roman, the punt is up.
It's going to be a line drive. It's going to bounce at the 15. It's going to be taken. Makes the first guy miss. See if he can get out wide. He's to the 20. He's to the 25. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. He's to the 40. He's to the 50. He's going to bounce it outside. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. Can he take it all the way? No, he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. But what a return for number 1, Spencer McCooch.
Spencer McCooch takes that on the bounce. He takes it on the run, and he runs it all the way across the field. All the way the length of the field, and then he cuts it back inside all the way to the opposite sideline again. So he's run about 2 lengths of the football field, and he runs out of gas there, and East Hamilton defender is able to bring him down finally.
They're going to probably mark that as like about an 80-yard return, but if you count side to side how far he had to run, you're looking at probably over 110 yards that he took that thing up and down the field. So a very explosive play, huge play, especially with all the misfortunes that we've had on special teams earlier in the season, and even tonight muffing a punt. Does a great job. You almost feel like when he was about to take that, you just kind of gasp and hope, Lord, I hope that bounces right into his stomach.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So Walker Valley is going to get a sideline warning here. You can't blame him. That was an electric play. Players just a little bit too excited.
Yeah.
Probably the coaching staff too.
Maybe so.
So they're going to bring Roman Yulo in here as the quarterback. It's going to be a delayed run. He takes it, and he is just going to bully his way in for 6.
He bullies his way. One defender had a shot, and Tate Roundtree puts him on his can for Roman Yulo to walk into the end zone.
Absolutely. So that's another Wright Brothers construction touchdown for the horse himself, Roman Yulo.
Yeah, the more times you have to tackle Roman Yulo, the better off Walker Valley is as an offense.
So the Independent Installation Services extra point is being ready to be kicked. Snap is here, kick is up, and it is good. So your new score, Walker Valley 28, East Hamilton 10. What a huge turn of events here for the Mustangs here in the second half. We're going to send it back. The TV station's going to take a break, so we're going to take a break with them. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2.
L&B Appliance is your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, serving this area for over 30 years. They offer sales and service. L&B Appliance, located on Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231. L&B Appliance, large enough to meet all your home appliance needs, small enough to appreciate your business.
When life gets busy, Little Caesars can be there to help with hot and ready pizzas and more from 4 to 8 p.m. You can't beat the taste of delicious pizza at a great price and hot and ready for dinner. 3 locations, Paul Hupp, Key Street, and McGrady Drive, or order online.
Checking the Cash is your one-stop money shop and has been helping customers with cash solutions since 1993. If you're short on cash and need a little help to overcome a financial hurdle, we're here for you. Our Chattanooga area stores, including Cleveland and Athens, offer payday loans and flex line of credit options. We understand that doing the research for these loans can be overwhelming. That's why we strive to make the application process simple and convenient. We also provide quick in-store services like check cashing, money orders, wire transfers, and even gift card buyback. Want to learn more about your options? Visit our website at checkandcash.com. Our lending decisions are made quickly, and if approved, you can have cash in hand. Take the first step toward a bright financial future. We're here to help. Not all consumers will follow. Eligibility, rates, terms, and conditions apply. Rates, restrictions, and fees apply to store services. Please call or visit your local store for details. All Safe Storage and Ed Brown remind you to be generous, find a need, and give of your time, talent, and treasure to accomplish a good work. You will receive much more than you give. This message from All Safe Storage. Visit allsafetn.com.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy here, Matt Paris. A quick Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. You have Bledsoe County 14, Polk County 7 at halftime, Bradley 23, Hardin Valley 17 in the fourth quarter, Bearden 24, Cleveland 19 in the fourth. So that one is definitely a game. I believe they're up in Knoxville. Are they across town? Do you know, Coach?
I'm not sure.
So, kick is up. That's a line drive knuckleballer that's going to be taken around the 10-yard line. He's going to bounce it. Walker Valley does a much better job filling the run lanes there, tackled right around the 32-yard line.
Yeah, number 34 on the return. He's shown all game that he can also be explosive.
Yeah, it definitely, there's no lack of athletes, but we kind of talked about it off air. When a lot of these guys are having to go both ways, it's hard. We're in week 8 of the season, week 7 of the season. You know, they've been practicing for months and months and months, and to go both ways a lot of the time, it's just tough. It wears and tears on you.
Yeah, it's hard to go both ways against a team who is limiting their players that are playing both sides of the ball.
So empty set, Miller drops back, looking nowhere. Throws, just has to throw that one away. There was a receiver in the area, so there will be no intentional grounding.
Yeah, I mean, they're lining Jaden Haywood up at receiver and trying to throw to him. And I get it. He's your best player. Get the ball in his hands. I don't know if that's your best option so far. They haven't had very much success with it all game. You may look for him to revisit that swing pass that was so successful in the first half.
Yeah,
but you can see in his body language he's tired. He's a tired kid, man. There's 4:19 left in the third, and he's ran some miles tonight.
They're going to bring him in motion. Ball snapped, and they're right back to it, like you said. And oh my goodness, number 2, Aiden Burns, has been waiting for them to call that the entire second half.
Aiden Burns. It's like he called the play. They go straight to the swing pass that I just mentioned, and Aiden Burns tackles him before he has to jump up a little bit to grab the ball. Aiden Burns has him wrapped up before he can hit the ground.
So we're going to take an injury timeout really quick. We're going to send it back to the station for 30 seconds.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck. It's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley all season long, sponsored by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris. The East Ham offensive player Haywood is walked off on his own power, so that is always good to see. Miller drops back in the shotgun. It's going to be a swing pass out wide, makes the first guy miss, turns it back inside, but great job by the defender who whiffed on the first tackle, gets up and makes the second one.
Yeah, I mean, that's textbook Walker Valley defense. What looks to whiffing, to some people is a leverage game that they're playing. He's running through his outside hip. He may not even get him to the ground, but he's going to make him have to stop and retrace his steps, and he has followers coming. And that's what happens there. They just swallow him up, and at that point, it's just pursuit of the football, get him to the ground. That's just textbook Walker Valley defense.
Yeah, Walker Valley does a great job of turning things back in to the inside where they have help. Like you said, able to get to that outside hip and push him back to where all the help is. And when that help is guys like Beard and Tyler Goldman, that's definitely a lot to ask of an athlete for sure. So it looks like they're going to take a timeout. Walker Valley's going to take a timeout. That timeout is sponsored by Milligan Vein. Milligan Vein, do your legs feel heavy or tired or achy? Dr. James Golden offers an office treatment that will make you look and feel better in a day. MilliganVein.com. Chick-fil-A located on Key Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. So, Coach, 3:23 here in the third quarter. Walker Valley leads 28-10. Just from a coaching perspective, kind of talk about some of the adjustments that you feel like Walker Valley has made at the half that have obviously paid dividends.
Well, I think it's the same game plan that they come in with, and that's first of all locate number 11 and make them beat them just with somebody else. And at times, East Hamilton has said, "Okay, we're gonna diversify here. We're gonna try to beat you with some other people," and they've found success in those times. But at most of the game, they've tried to stick to Jaden Haywood, and Walker Valley's depth is just too much for that.
So the Cleveland Utilities star punt is up. It's going to roll to about the 38-yard line. Spencer McCooch making people miss again. Doing a great job. He's to the 40. He's to the 45. He's all the way down to the 50. So he took that ball off the turf with about 3 defenders around him and does a great job of picking up about 10 to 15 yards.
Yeah, Spencer McCooch is feeling it. He's in the zone right now. He's dancing and juking and making people miss. He wants to return another punt. He wants to put one in the end zone.
Absolutely. So Walker Valley so far in the second half is definitely taking control of the game. They lead 28-10 with 3:07 left in the third. And you can tell this Walker Valley offense is kind of walking out with a little bit of swagger. Javen Hall back there giving us some dance moves, which you always love to see guys play loose and have fun.
Yeah, I mean, they're walking out with pep in their step, and East Hamilton's got their hands on their hips. This shows you that what depth does for your game. Javen Hall takes the handoff. He's going to run straight through the middle for about a gain of 2.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and then he lowers those pads and is able to push his way through. Looks like they're going to give him a gain. Let's give it a gain of 3 after the official marks it up a little bit. Walker Valley kind of slowing the pace down here a little bit. 2:40 left on the clock, looking for their call from the head ball coach.
Looks like the Bradley score has now gone final. They defeat Hardin Valley 23-17. And Pigeon Forge squeaks out the win versus Meigs County 15-14.
So, Walker Valley handing the ball off wide to Hall. If he can make that next guy miss, he had some room to run.
Well,
go ahead.
No, keep going.
The East Hamilton defender just is able to hold on to him for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, you hear me ugging in a positive way because the whole message to Javen recently from his coaching staff and those that love him has been, hey, man, if you ever start lowering your pad level, some things are going to change in your life. And his pad level was to the ground right there, and he's just punishing people. At the end of a run, he's punishing.
Yeah, when he gets leverage like that, it's almost impossible to be the one that's laying the hit on him.
Yeah, so when I see him hit somebody, I'm going, ugh, like I'm cheering him on.
So ball is going to, they're going to bring a man in motion, ball snapped. It's going to be a pitch pass, and they're going to count it incomplete.
Yeah, so Walker Valley started this year when they bring jet motion, instead of doing a handoff to that runner, they will pitch it forward, which counts as a forward pass. Therefore, what looks like a fumble there should be counted as an incomplete pass here.
Yep, it looks like that's what they are going to say, which is going to bring up 4th down. And correct me if I'm wrong. No, we had one Roman Yulo punt in the first half, but it looks like it's 4th down and 5. Coach Akins has some timeouts. You know that East Hamilton coaching staff is yelling, watch the football.
Yeah, look for a no play here.
So 1:31 left here in the third.
All right, he's going to run a play here.
They're going to run it. Looking. Dosen throws, tipped, and incomplete. So Walker Valley will turn over the ball at the 45-yard line, where East Hamilton will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, defensively, Walker Valley's okay with that field position. They're going to trust their defense to do what they've done this entire second half and get them off the field. They're looking for that same hole throw to Hudson McCooch there, which they found some success with. Just wasn't able to come up with it there. It may have even been tipped by a defender. Looks like Bearden has taken a bigger lead over Cleveland in the fourth quarter. It is 31-19. Here we have the Mustangs leading 28-10 over East Hamilton with 1:25 left in the third.
Absolutely. So it looks like East Hamilton's going to come back in the empty back set. Going to bring a man in motion, though. Ball snapped. It's going to be a read. Looks like they handed it off to him. They do a really good job. I'll give East Hamilton credit. They do a really good job of letting that those run lanes develop, they kind of run with each other, and that quarterback decides, okay, I'm going to hand it off or I'm going to pull it and take it up the middle. It makes the linebacker kind of freeze for a second and have to make a decision what he's going to do. But Walker Valley so far tonight has been extremely disciplined and kind of forced the quarterback's hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the right defender on that, it's impossible to be right because that quarterback is literally reading you. So whatever you play, he's going to choose the other choice. Running back number 34, Reese Hamilton to the right side for a pickup of about 7. Should be enough to move the sticks. That's right. It'll be at East Hamilton first down. They'll spot the ball at the Walker Valley 44.
Yeah, Jermaine Heathington, number 34, has had a really sneaky good night. Has come in and kind of given Haywood some time to breathe over there on the sideline, and has a great spark as well. Very quick, scat back type of runner. So doing a great job, and they're going to go RPO, throw it out wide, and nearly picked off. But he's going to end up taking this one to the house, folks, to the 15, to the 10. Touchdown. So it looked like Wood tried to jump the route and ended up getting it to the receiver, and he took it to the house.
Yeah, if you're going to make that jump, you better get it. And I thought he tipped it there for a second, but East Hamilton makes him pay there. They'll make it Mustangs 28, East Hamilton 16 as their kicking team comes out. We just got a final score for Ray County Ooltewah. Ray County defeats Ooltewah 48-0.
So that the Ray County East Ham game, have they played that yet?
No, I think it's like the last game of the season.
That's going to turn out to be a pretty important game with a potential 3-way tie there for the first if Walker Valley can handle business the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of implications again at Walker Valley in 2 weeks versus McMinn County. Because even in what we would consider a McMinn County down year, they're just not going to be that far down.
They're always
great
tough,
coaching staff, and they're gonna do some disciplined things. I don't think, if Walker Valley shows up and plays a good game and they come into that game healthy, I think they'll be fine. But there could be some implications there playoff wise.
Well, and with that touchdown, Coach, East Hamilton is still in this ball game with only an 11-point lead, 17-28. The reason why we haven't sent it back to the station yet, there was a flag on the play, and here comes the call. Maybe.
I do want you to notice that East Hamilton just on this.
So personal foul on East Hamilton. They've had some troubles kind of controlling their emotions on that side of the field tonight. I think that's probably, I want to say, the third personal foul, maybe the second personal foul penalty that they've had, and that's really going to hurt them because that's going to give Walker Valley really good field position.
Yeah, I mean, if they could see themselves like we see them, they're in this ball game. We're not into the fourth quarter yet, and they're 2 scores out, and they just scored for the first time this half in the first possession where Jaden Haywood hadn't been on the field.
Yep. And did a great job of getting the ball out wide. And again, we've said there's no lack of athletes on that side of the field. But to have a mistake like that, you're kicking off originally from the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So they're going to march him all the way back, kicking from the 25-yard line.
Spencer McCooch licking his chops right here, waiting on this kick.
Yeah, and you can kind of play back a little bit and allow that to kind of take a hop off the turf if you want to. I wouldn't be surprised at all if East Hamilton tries to sky kick this and try to force, one of those second-level guys to catch the football.
Yeah, for sure. McMinn County is defeating Howard at this time in the third quarter, 35-0. Did you hear Howard's moving to 6A?
Oh, my goodness.
Did you hear that?
I did not.
That's wild, man. They did the reclassifications, and Howard has a lot of students at their school, but they only have 30 football players on roster.
Yeah, it's a tough job to try to come in and take over. You really, I call it the Donnie Yates method. Donnie Yates was my middle school coach. He just kind of went around and grabbed the shoulder and said, "You gonna play football for me this year?" And really, if I'm the Howard coach, I'm going through every hallway and trying to rub as many shoulders as I can, trying to figure out if we can get a football team out there on the field. So kick is up. It's going to be taken by number 1, I believe, Spencer McCooch. and they do a good job of getting him by the shoelaces and really kind of squandering the good field position. The ball's going to be marked. It's a good spot at the 36, but we were probably thinking the ball returned to around the 45 maybe. So they did a great job in coverage there.
Yeah, they did. He was able to, again, get him by the shoelaces and get him to the ground, which is good. But yeah, Howard, a lot of student population there, but not a lot of football interest. There's speculation on whether that's due to, socioeconomical impact or something else within the community that's going on with them. I think they're going to make some decisions and possibly look at the option of playing a non-region schedule. That was mentioned in the comments of the head coach there, that he's going to look forward and get with his boosters and make the best decision for the program.
For sure. So they're going to go hand off to Hall up the middle, about a gain of 2 on the play. So that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Coach Akins is going to have his annual fourth quarter meeting. If you don't mind, remind us, what are the words that he says?
If he hasn't changed it, what he's doing right now is he's getting his troops together, and he's going to start repeating some sort of tandems that he has. And he's going to say discipline, commitment, toughness, effort, pride. And they're going to repeat that 2 or 3 times. And it's just everybody coming together in agreement that, hey, no matter where we are right now, we're entering the fourth quarter, and we're agreeing together that we're going to play 4 quarters of football, and we're going to finish this game, and we're going to do it in the way that we've prepared all week to do it.
Absolutely. I love that message. So they're going to take a TV break. We're going to take it with them. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back in 1:30.
Looking to furnish your home office? Look no further than Joe Rogers Office Supply. They have a great selection of office furnishings to complement your home. From desk to seating and filing solutions, Joe Rogers Office Supply can be your source to complete your home workspace. With furnishings from DMI, Eurotech, Hahn, and ISR Performance, they can design a workspace that can be uniquely yours and increase your efficiency for years to come. For the best in setting up your office, see Joe Rogers Office Supply, 156 Central Avenue in historic downtown Cleveland.
The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezer stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, Greeny, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
As your local credit union, the TVFCU mortgage team has more than 30 employees who live right here. Your money supports the community, and that means special savings to you. Visit tvfcu.com/mortgage savings to learn more. TVFCU, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris. It is the fourth quarter. Your score 28, Walker Valley, East Hamilton 17. So we're about to get this fourth quarter kicked off. It is 2nd and 8.
This has been a good football game, and it still is a good football game. If Walker Valley executes right here, hopefully they can get themselves into a little more comfortable position. But East Hamilton should hold their chin up and stay in this game.
Ball is snapped. It looks like Roman Yulo's in at quarterback, and he's going to take this to the house. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. Give him another 6. Oh, man. That is the worst thing in the world, a flag on the play.
There's laundry on the field, and they, East Hamilton better hope that they get more, because Roman Yulo looked like Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl right there. I mean, there was nobody near his energy level and nobody near his speed. Somebody yelling down there?
Yeah, they're calling holding. It looks like the guilty party is number 75, Townsend, and he was trying to plead his case to the official, but he is not going to win that battle. But again, you talk about it, a fresh-legged Roman Yulo is something that is incredibly scary. At any point in time, he can do what he just did right there and take it to the house. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them.
Say they no call it and then repeat the play right.
Just
here.
go right back to it.
And see.
Ball snap, and they're going to do it. He's going to bounce it outside. He's to the 30. Going to be pushed out of bounds around the 39-yard line. So he's going to get 12, maybe 13 of those 10-yard penalties back. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
So they're going to change personnel here. They're going to put Dawson Stump back in the game. They'll come back to that. There's something that they're seeing from the top of the booth up here. They will come back to. They'll lull East Hamilton back to sleep. But East Hamilton has got to get some energy. They got to get some pep in their step. That's easy to say sitting up here in the press box.
3rd and 7, go hard count, no biters. They've got 4 down defensive linemen, and they've walked up a linebacker on the outside. Ball snapped. It's going to be handed off to Hall, makes the first couple guys miss, lowers his shoulders, and there's that grunt that we've come to love as he runs over 2 East Hamilton defenders.
Can't stop it when I see him lower his pad level and finishing runs, because, Jacob, that's not something he was doing even 2, 3, 4 games ago. He is getting better as we see the season happen. He's just a junior. He's growing into his body. It's really exciting moving forward for the Walker Valley Mustangs. And when he lowers his shoulders at the end of those runs, it naturally just makes me excited. Like
Yeah, there's an injured East Hamilton player on the field. We're going to keep it here for a few seconds unless this turns into a TV timeout. Then we'll send it back. But, honestly, that was something that me and Andy talked about week 2, week 3, is he was taking a lot of shots up at the chest and was seeming to lose some battles because he wasn't getting that shoulder down.
Yeah, you saw it at Bradley. He got knocked down a couple times at Bradley by guys that aren't as strong as him.
Yeah.
And that's where conversations start happening around. And it's not, nobody's getting on to this guy. They're cheering him on and saying, bro, you're killing it. And the second you start to do this and get your pads out in front of you, it's going to be special.
Yeah, absolutely. So as this injury timeout continues, we're going to send it back to the station for a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide tools to protect you and your accounts. Secure Lock Equip is an easy-to-use mobile app that puts the power to protect your debit cards in your hands. Simply use the free app to turn your card on or off in real time as needed. It also helps track your purchases. You'll receive a notification each time your debit card is used, before the sales clerk can provide you with a receipt. Prevent fraud. Control spending with Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Tired of living with pain? Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery offers cutting-edge tools and advanced technologies to get you back to the life you love faster. With us, you can recover at home after surgery in hours, not days. Our highly experienced team of physicians deliver the exceptional and personalized care you deserve. Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery. We're the center for pain today, gone tomorrow. Learn more at sportmed.com.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football. Spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. Good to see the East Hamilton defensive lineman walk off the field on his own. Walker Valley's got a decision to make here. 11-25, only up 11. And it looks like they're going to bring you Roman Yulo out to punt. In my opinion, the smart play, because if you do get stopped here, you give them very, very good field position.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's awfully attractive, as good as your defense has been playing in the second half, to think about this here. But man,
do you give him any kind of freedom? Do you look at him and say, if you see it, take it?
It depends on my relationship with him. I hope by the time he is where he's at on this football team, being he's the best player, you see him do what he does there. I would love in this game, in this moment, to be able to look at a player like him and say, hey, here's your, I'm going to call 2 plays here. If you got it, go get it.
Yeah.
But you better get it. I want to have that kind of relationship with you.
So that was a Cleveland Utilities power punt that rolls all the way down to 11. So in my opinion, good call there by Coach. And it's something that me and Andy have talked about a lot. I don't know if he was kicking at Howard. I'm going to have to check in with Andy tonight later when I give him a call, give him a hard time about how we do such a better job without him and why he's sitting down there in Florida now. We love him. But I knew Roman at the middle school and he was a goalkeeper. And I thought to myself, that boy's been punting a round ball most of his life.
Listen, it depends on the situation. In this situation, I would consider it. Now, I'm not going to put my job as a high school football coach in the hands of a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old. So when we're in the first round of the playoffs and we're in a dogfight, I'm not putting a decision in that kid's hand. I'm going to make a decision. I don't want him to feel the stress of that.
For sure. Well, he does a great job punting the ball and pins them back, but they go shotgun, quick slant pass. They get the first down. Ball's going to be marked at the 25-yard line. So East Hamilton, twin set to the home side, single receiver to the way. They're going to bring that man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. They're going to hand it off to him out wide. Walker Valley gets into him after a short gain of about 4. Let's see where they mark that. Let's call it about 4 yards.
See all these drones in the air, Coach. You saw some of this footage that they're taking with these drones?
Love it. So on the coach's show each week, Coach Akins, that's his favorite view to show it from because you're able to see so much of the game develop from there. It's always funny. We call it the drone wars, though, up in the skies, as those 2 drones are floating up there. Ball snap. They're going to run outside again. He's going to bounce it. It looks like he is going to have enough for the first down. Let's see where they mark that ball. Yeah, they're going to mark him right at the line to gain. So 10:08, Walker Valley leads 28-17. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. Voitech.com. Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dale's. Just call Dale's. Little bit. 10:08 in the fourth, down 11. Ball snapped. Going to hand it off to the running back again. Great job of setting the edge, though.
Yeah, that's running back number 34. We haven't seen Jaden Haywood this possession. We're hoping he's okay. Maybe he's just tired.
Yeah, he definitely took a big hit from number 2, Aiden Burns, on the swing pass. We were talking, it seems like Walker Valley's been sitting on that, ready for that play as Aiden Burns identifies it quickly and makes his way downhill.
I'll tell you what I would do if I was East Hamilton. I would start letting this quarterback let go of the football with 9:30 and the clock ticking.
Fumbled, and he's going to be blown up in the backfield.
The quarterback is looking over to the receivers, trying to point somebody, probably tell somebody an assignment, and that's another thing when telling a receiver what to do, and the center snaps the ball and it bounces off the quarterback. He's able to pick it up, but he takes a massive loss.
That's going to bring up a 22 here for the Hurricanes. Try to come up with your best 22-yard play that you got in the arsenal. Down to the home, single receiver to the away. They're going to send the man in motion, empty backfield, looking, throws. It's a screen. He's going to take it. He's got some room to run, but he's going to be stopped short of the line to gain. So their best 22-yard play ended up being about a 20-yard play, but I would suspect that East Ham is going to go for it here late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they will. I tell you, they're getting interesting. After the motion there, that was quads to the field, and you had a single receiver to the boundary, and then they run a tunnel screen out of it, which is I don't know that it's executed greatly. I didn't see the key block happen that I was looking to see, but you had such a gifted run. They've got athletes all over this offense.
So big fourth down stand here for the Walker Valley Mustangs defense. Nope, didn't get him. We've got the perfect view.
Right on the line. It wasn't close.
And East Ham.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving and seal coating. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old surfaces made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
Are you looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Toyota of Cleveland has you covered with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in the beautiful city of Cleveland, Tennessee. With an expert sales team, Toyota of Cleveland would love to put you in the vehicle of your dreams. Top-notch service team, expert sales team, and the largest pre-owned selection. Why look anywhere else but Toyota of Cleveland? Exit 20 and online at toyotaofcleveland.com. Toyota of Cleveland cares.
Are you tired of high cooling and heating bills every year? It's time for a change. Call the experts at Independent Insulation Services at 423-716-3762. Our advanced spray foam insulation can save you money and keep your home comfortable year-round. Don't wait. Get your free quote today. Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts.
When I became a Langley roof and my family called and got me ready for winter, I started looking around at the neighbors, and the one next door is missing flashing, the one across the street, the roof cap is all worn. I know their attic is getting drenched, all those memories. One on the other side's missing like 30 shingles. When you're a Langley roof, you know how lucky you are. I didn't cost any more, and Langley took care of the financing. My family, they made it easy on themselves, but most of all, they made it easy on me. LangleyRoofs.com. See a ready roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
Welcome back, and the fourth down stop seemed to be stopped in the backfield. And again, number 34 does a great job of making it the first down on 4th and 2. Coach, man, they've just got some athletes out there.
I'll tell you, the further we go into this game, the less I understand with gifted kids. Gosh, Troy Duskevich just took 9 lives out of somebody.
So they go QB draw there out of the empty back set, gets a gain of about 2 yards, and it is blown up after he gets past the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be second and let's call it a long 8, 2nd and 8 here. I can't tell what's going on. It looks like they're having a meeting with the officials on the far side of the field because we're not in a timeout. And they're rolling the clock here, so.
East Hamilton has all their skill players to the side like they're in a timeout. Now they'll come out to take their place. They pass on the play to the offensive line. It's sort of a muddle huddle from the side. I don't know.
So, single running back set. Walker Valley bringing the pressure up downhill. Does a great job. Gets a gain of about 3, but Walker Valley ends up wrapping him up. 6:42 left in this game. Walker Valley leads 28-17. So 3rd and 5 here for East Hamilton. And you got to expect they're in 2-down territory again as this is 11-point ball game with 6:20 left on the clock.
Yeah, I think they'll go for everything at this point.
So they're going to go empty back set here again. 3 to the home side, 2 to the away. They're going to bring the jet motion back across your face. Fake it, looking deep, has a man wide open, and overthrows it.
I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful play call right there. You have 2 separate motions, and you roll the quarterback to the boundary, and you have number 1 running down the sideline wide open. He just overthrows him.
Yeah, they do a really good job of with eye candy, East Hamilton does. Tries to bring your eyes to all the guys in motion, moving around pre-snap. Makes Walker Valley really have to be disciplined on their assignments. So 4th down and 5 here. The Walker Valley Mustang band in full force, blowing their horns. You've got the stadium stampeding currently for the Mustang defense. You feel like this is the game here for the Hurricanes. They're going to bring motion. It looks like they're going to get a timeout, and what a job done by this Walker Valley Mustang fan base and band to have some confusion there right before the snap.
I feel like I'm at a Braves game. That band is rocking it over here.
Well, if you know anything about us here at the station, we love giving credit where credit is due, and the Walker Valley Band and the fans do such a great job of creating an environment here that gets ruckus. You know, we talked about it at halftime with the Powell game. I vividly remember watching Powell being back there. Same with Cleveland 2 years ago, or I guess last year, and the band is playing loud. Nobody can hear anything. It's almost like a mini college environment.
Yeah, I'll tell you what a game. I can remember being on the sidelines for that game, and it was literally a David and Goliath situation. We could go back and play that game 10 times, and they probably win it in 9 of them. And all the coaches have agreed afterwards that, like, if those guys commit to running the ball, we don't stand a chance, because they had some special talent at running back, but I think some egos got involved, and they wanted to.
Didn't they throw 3? Didn't Lane Miller have like 3?
Lane Miller picked them 3 times. They had a Mr. Football candidate for their quarterback, and they were, the only thing you could look into is maybe they're trying to help him and get. I don't know, because their whole game plan leading up to that had been running the football.
Yeah, that was a special game, and honestly, it was the first time that I remember the environment just like taking over a football game. And since there's been such a buy-in with the One Valley, with the fan base here, with the band in the end zone.
And let me tell you something interesting. You know I'm a nerd, right?
Yeah.
So the coach, and I'm not going to be able to think of his name right now, but the coach at Powell, go back to before you were born in the early 90s when Cleveland High School was winning some state championships. One of those that they played in, I don't remember if it's the one they lost or one of the ones that they won, but they played Powell, and the quarterback was that guy.
Really?
Same guy, yeah. He's now the coach at Powell.
Wow, that's a neat story. And, we've kept it here after the Milligan Vane timeout. But something that's a little bit different tonight, we have one of the local TV stations here broadcasting the game. And so with that, you get a little bit of a break in between. And something that we've loved watching is there's been a lot of really good music being played tonight, and the TV guy is vibing, and he vibes his way off the field. So it's going to bring up 4th and 5 here with 6:06. Walker Valley leads 28-17. And here comes this Walker Valley Mustang fan base. They're going to send a guy over, not in motion. Hard count, no biters. Try to get the one end off the side. They've got 1 timeout left if they need it. Play clock is down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Ball is snapped. It's going to be a throw across the middle, and it is caught. So that's going to be another first down for East Hamilton right around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to run a play that Walker Valley hasn't seen all night. The ball's going to end up in the hands of a player that Walker Valley hasn't had to tackle all night. So good job of them sort of getting out of their routine here. I can call it routine now. They've been doing it all game. When you make Walker Valley defend every player, every skilled player, every eligible player, they can move the ball.
Absolutely. It looks like there's an injury timeout on the field. So this last quarter is kind of being broken up a little bit with timeouts and injury timeouts. But the fashionista himself, Coach Turner, is on his 3rd outfit change of the night, has added some sweatpants into the mix. So
are those Jordans he's wearing? He's wearing Jordans, isn't he?
Maybe the Lawnmower 500s, but we're going to let's just go ahead. We're going to send it back to the station for 30 seconds. We will be back in 30.
Tennessee Wesleyan University offers more than 80 majors and minors at the undergraduate and graduate levels. With the TWU pledge, students may be eligible to attend tuition-free. A 10-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio ensures students receive individualized attention, and Tennessee Wesleyan remains one of the most affordable colleges in the region. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more about on-campus and online opportunities. Choose blue at Tennessee Wesleyan University.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris. We are still on the injury timeout. Looks like there's a player to the far side of the field that the training staff is getting up onto his feet currently. So always good to see players come off the field on their own ability. But with that being said, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line, 5:56 to go. Walker Valley leads 28-17. And Coach, you kind of feel like to keep the pressure off of you got to make a stand here on this side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, you make a stand here, and then you allow your offense to control a long possession. You put this game away.
Ball is snapped. They're going to scroll out wide, looking, throws, incomplete, just in and out of the hands of
Walker Valley is going to shoot themselves in the foot right there. They throw to a receiver running out in the flat. He completely misses the ball. After the play, the defender on Walker Valley pushes him down from behind, and Laundry flies.
So let's see if they're going to call the unsportsmanlike conduct. We're still waiting for the head official, kind of taking their time tonight. After the play, personal foul on the Mustangs. So that's going to march them up 15 yards. And that brings them inside the Kia of Cleveland drive zone, which you never love to see. And I believe that's an automatic first down. So 5:46, Walker Valley leads 28-17, but East Hamilton is trying to keep their hopes alive here. Ball's going to be marked at the 14-yard line, maybe the 13-yard line. Ball snapped. It's going to be handed off wide. He is tackled after about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, he's at about a 5-yard gain. He can still get a first down here. So you went from 4th and running out of hope to because of just a small lapse in judgment. Now we're at 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
So, ball snap, looks, throws. It's going to be incomplete and probably good for East Hamilton, because if that's complete, that would have been a loss of about 3 or 4 yards. But that's going to bring a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, you're right. They're on the left hash. They're on the left hash, and they're trying to throw a swing pass to the bottom of the numbers to the field. That's a longer throw than you think it is. It's hard to judge that distance.
So 3rd down and 6 on the board, 5:16. Walker Valley leads 28-17. Ball is snapped, handed off wide, trying to stretch it. Stretching is going to be tackled around the 6-yard line, which is not enough for the first down.
About 2 yards shy of the first down here, so that'll put them at 4th and a long 4th and 2, we'll call it.
So the game comes down to this play right here. 4:43 ticking down on the clock.
They're going to kick this.
They're going to kick a field goal.
Yep, you got to have it.
Yeah. Go ahead and take it now. Save some time on the clock. Hope you can get a stop. Only one timeout for East Hamilton. Walker Valley just needs to be disciplined here. No trickery.
Clock's at 4:25 and running. The kicker.
That's a delay of game. They're going to back it up 5. It took too long to get the kicking team out onto the field.
4:21 left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead East Hamilton 28-17. It is 4th and 2 at the Mustang 6-yard line. East Hamilton comes out to set to kick a field goal, and they get a delay of game penalty. So they're moving the ball now to respot the ball.
Sorry, I was being a little nosy, listening to the coaching staff. If I can hear him up here, it's obviously not a good thing. But they're going to retry the kick. The snap is up. It's going to be no good. It's no good. Walker Valley gets the stand that they need.
Number 21, Jeremiah Pugh. He doesn't get the block, but he gets all in the kicker's head. He's close enough. He causes that to be disrupted. It's pulled badly to the left.
So 4-16, Walker Valley is going to take back over here. Ball is going to be marked. Correct me if I'm wrong. In high school, if you miss a field goal and it goes out of the back, it's almost like a touchback, correct? Because they're marking the ball all the way up to the 20.
Yeah, that's right.
That was something that took me by surprise earlier on in the season because somebody attempted a field goal pretty close in, and I can't remember if it was blocked or just muffed, and they walked them all the way back out to the 20. I thought, they would get better starting field position, but they did not. So it looks like Roman Yulo is going to take over here and try to eat as much clock as possible. And at the quarterback position, ball is snapped. Roman's going to keep it. He's going to go outside. He's going to make the first defender miss. He's going to bully his way up past the 25-yard line for a gain of about 7.
Man, he looks like a high school player that snuck into a middle school game. I mean, those defenders are playing that exactly how you have to play it, and he just runs around them.
He looks like a created player on the new NCAA 25 game. So they're going to have a personnel change. Dawson Stum going to come back in at the quarterback position. The one thing you would like to see for Roman there is to stay inbounds and continue to have that clock run. It stopped at 4:08. Ball is going to be, they're going to bring some men in motion. They even got me there. 3, 2, 1. They're going to take a timeout here. So Walker Valley is going to take a Milligan Vane timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. We will be back in 1 minute.
Can you feel it? Changes in the wind. For over 25 years, Southline Finance has been your trusted friend to help when you've needed money. For everything from automobiles to home improvement projects. But just as seasons change, exciting changes are happening at Southline Finance. They'll still be here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Stop or come by one of our offices in Cleveland, Athens, or Chattanooga and find out how Southline Finance is growing to serve you. Our Cleveland office is located at 950 25th Street in front of Ace Hardware.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck. It's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted and they found me that truck.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football. Supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. Dawson Stum in the shotgun snaps. Going to hand it off to Hall. Going to lower those pads. Get near the line to gain. They're going to mark him just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I see them. They're pulling Dawson out of the game again. Going to put Roman to, at what point do you just say, hey, Roman, finish this up?
Yeah. Just run forward, brother.
Yeah, let's get our quarterback out of harm's way.
So 3:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Walker Valley leads 28-17. Both teams have one timeout left. Hard count, no biters. Roman Yulo in the heavy set package this time. 8 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1, ball snap. Roman takes it. Going to get enough for the first down and just get down. So that's a Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix first down, and the clock will continue to roll once the chains are set.
Yeah, Roman Yulo runs his path brilliantly. East Hamilton defender there does exactly what he has to do. If he don't make the tackle, Roman's still running.
Yeah, and you probably want to think that Coach said get enough for the first down. Just make sure you get enough for the first down and then get down in bounds to keep this clock rolling. 2:50 left on the clock. Javen Hall, ball is snapped, handed off up the middle, makes the first guy miss, makes the second guy miss, and then carries 2 defenders with him for another Bradley Concrete Lamb Conray mix first down. Do you know the name of the Boise State running back? He, he's kind of on his Heisman campaign, and one thing that he's been known for doing is he stands back in the backfield almost stoic.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing nothing.
And Javen Hall is kind of giving him
that.
Yeah, he's adopting that. If you watch him, he just standing back there. And honestly, as a defender, I'm looking across the line of scrimmage, thinking like, "Oh Lord, if that guy has that much confidence, I don't want any part of it."
Let's watch. Let's see if he does it here.
No, he puts two hands on the knees this time. Ball snap, hand it off to Hall again. He's going to get a good push.
Does a great job just keeping his feet moving, covering the football in traffic. We're near the end of this game, Coach. We're at 2 minutes and running. Mustangs leading 28-17 in the fourth over East Hamilton. To be 2nd and 5.
I believe, depending on how much time they let run off the clock here, I think they just need one more first down to ice this game.
Coach Pope coming out of the crow's nest up here. That's always a good sign. Oh, that's not Coach Pope. That's Coach Huey.
So Walker Valley taking as much time as possible. 14 seconds left on the play clock. We're ticking inside of 1:30 to go. So math says that they may need one more. Yeah, they're going to need one ball snapped. Handed off to Hall, keeping his pad level low, and he bullies his way for a first down. And, Coach, that should do it right there. You can get into the best formation in football.
Yeah. Job, Coach. Oh, we're on the radio, aren't we?
Coach Pope is making his way down 116. It looks like they're going to burn their last Milligan Vein timeout, try to make something happen here with 3 downs to go, really, in this game. As long as Walker Valley can snap it and take a knee, they should be able to take this one to the house. So with that, we're going to take a break with them. We're going to take a 30-second break. Again, your score, Walker Valley leads 28-17 with 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris, and we are in the best formation in football, the QB Neil. No way. They're going to send a player off for a knee pad infraction with 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Your score 28-17. So, ball snap, Dawson Stum takes a knee, and I think they only have to do that one more time, Coach. Well, Coach, it was a great game. East Hamilton played their absolute hearts out. They had a lot of guys that were going both ways. And really every time you felt like you had them in a bad spot, they were able to kind of fight their way out of it. But just the depth of Walker Valley and the ability to kind of run their style of play was the difference in tonight's game.
For sure. And I'll tell you, with this being your first game, with your quarterback returning from injury, you couldn't have asked for a better level of play and a better matchup for you to sort of get back in the groove here in week 7 as we approach the playoffs. Because you're looking at next week, we're at home versus Pure Academy. And I'll tell you, man, that's not the kind of preparation that you're looking for. So games like this are what you need to sort of start stretching your legs and warming up for that playoff run. Next week will not be that level of play, and then you'll finish at home with McMinn County, which I could see being very similar to this, a well-coached football team that maybe probably won't have as much depth as Walker Valley, but a game that Walker Valley should handle, but a level of a level of competition good enough that you have to be disciplined. You have to execute your game plan well, and you can't just phone it in.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, last year they gave us all we wanted. The athletes, there just was only, I think we counted 27, 28 guys on the sideline, there at the start of the game. But the athletes that they had, you're definitely going to get some high-quality plays and have to be able to defend some good players. But with that,
talking about East Hamilton?
No, Pure Academy.
Oh no, I'm saying that's the one that next week will not be the level of competition. I'm talking about tonight was a great level of competition for preparation for playoffs, and then McMinn County will be the same. Next week is you kind of need to be like Kalen DeBoer and start putting mouse traps around the building and saying, hey, don't sleep here. And it's nothing to do with Pure Academy. It's about us. It's about Walker Valley.
Right. Yeah. I was just commenting on the fact last year they gave us all we wanted. It kind of came down into the final fourth quarter, and they had good athletes, just didn't have the depth to be able to hang with Walker Valley.
Yeah.
But a great night here in the Valley. Walker Valley gets back in the win column again with a 2-game winning streak after Howard. We're going to send it back to the station. Let's do about a 4-minute break. TV's here tonight, so we're going to have to probably wait on Coach Akins to do his interview, but I'm sure he'll love to come up here and give us his thoughts on tonight's game and really kind of getting back on track. Like you said, it's about when you heat up and what time you heat up, and it's a good time to start getting hot right about now as playoffs are starting to be in the picture. So with that being said, we will be back in 4.
Can you feel it? Changes in the wind. For over 25 years, Southline Finance has been your trusted friend to help when you've needed money for everything from automobiles to home improvement projects. But just as seasons change, exciting changes are happening at Southline Finance. They'll still be here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Stop or come by one of our offices in Cleveland, Athens, or Chattanooga and find out how Southline Finance is growing to serve you. Our Cleveland office is located at 950 25th Street in front of Ace Hardware.
Hey guys, this is Dan Good from Crown. Just reminding you that Crown Ram is Cleveland and Bradley County's Ram headquarters.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, Greeny, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezer stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts, we've got you covered. Our top-notch technicians provide fast, reliable service to keep your home comfortable year-round. From installation to maintenance, we handle it all. You'll never be left out in the cold or the heat. Call Central Heat and Air today at 423-478-7778. That's 423-478-7778. Or visit us online at docsair.com. That's DOCSAIR.com. Central Heat and Air, your healthy home company.
Did you know? The Town Squire presents the Student of the Month. Come in and register if you attend Lake Forest, Cleveland, or Ocoee Middle. Win a t-shirt or performance knit pullover, drawing each month of the school term. The Town Squire's new slogan, offering t-shirts to tuxedos and anything in between. Slacks, shirts, suits, sport coats, shoes. The Town Squire, locally owned and operated, the shop that appreciates the customer. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
At First Horizon, we know if there's a win, there's a way. Our team is here to help every step of the way with personal, business, or private banking. Stop by and visit us at one of our locations in Cleveland or give us a call at 423-559-7660. At First Horizon, we look forward to finding a way.
Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga is excited to announce the opening of their new Cleveland location at 680 Stewart Road. Our new location is combined with pediatric dentistry and orthodontics all under one roof. From routine dental cleanings to braces, we've got you covered. We can't wait to see you at our beautiful new office. Give us a call to get scheduled at 423-541-5500 or visit www.pdoc.com. Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga, where success starts with a smile.
White Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Matt Paris after a big region win for Walker Valley, 28-17. Coach, it was a great game, but we kind of talked about it throughout the broadcast. Just Walker Valley's depth just wore and tore on them.
Yeah, I mean, you see it show up in players like Roman Yulo. Roman Yulo's playing one side of the ball mostly, and he's playing he has a lot on him there. But he oftentimes when he lines up at receiver, he's guarded by their best player, who's also playing all of the snaps on, not only playing all the snaps on offense, but carrying the ball on almost every snap. That wears on even a teenage athlete. That takes a toll, and you saw that come to a head in the fourth quarter. And depth and halftime adjustments. That's another thing we talked about earlier. Was the third quarter was a tale of depth and halftime adjustments, and you saw that carried throughout the fourth quarter. And that's typically a pretty good recipe to win a ball game. And yes, the region implications here may not seem huge, but now you start to see an identity of where you are in the region this year, and you sort of have that Walker Valley, McMinn, Ray County threesome start of forming, and then you have the other end of that, which is Howard, Ooltewah, and then East Hamilton's going to end up on that end of it. I hate to even say that in the same sentence because East Hamilton is not what Ooltewah and Howard is right now. But in a 6-team region, you got to win football games like tonight, and Walker Valley does a good job of sort of taking away some opportunity for them there.
For sure. So there definitely could be some implications down the line. We're definitely going to be watching scores as the weeks go on. Because now, anything could happen. You could look at a 3-way tie. They move down to 3-1. We move up to 3-1 with a tiebreaker over them. But then you've got Ray County, who's got the tiebreaker over us. So don't get us wrong. We're going to be big East Ham fans for the remainder of the season, as long as we can take care of business as well. But with that being said, we're going to do our Waste Connections stats, wasteconnections.com. So Walker Valley, 34 rushes for 232 yards. They went 7 of 11 passing for 114. Hall had 25 rushes for 133 yards. Again, Hall gets over the 100-yard mark for another time this season. Another rusher, Roman Yulo, with 8 rushes for 108 yards. Hudson, 2 receptions for 54 and a touchdown. Yulo, 3 receptions for 22. Tate, 3 receptions for 38. Yulo had 1 receiving touchdown. Goldman with 14 tackles on the night, a sack as well. Nunez had a good night as well with 8 tackles. East Hamilton had 39 rushes for 188 yards, 12 of 24 passing for 152. East Hamilton had 12 penalties for 116. Walker Valley had 5 penalties for 52. So that is your wasteconnections.com stat line for the night. With that being said, Coach Akins should be on his way up to us. We're going to take, let's take a 2-minute break. That way he's not huffing and puffing once he gets up here. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with our Coach Akins interview.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. And Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care. Insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
When I became a Langley roof and my family called and got me ready for winter, I started looking around at the neighbors. The one next door is missing flashing. The one across the street, the roof cap is all worn. I know that money is getting drenched in all those memories. And on the other side's missing like 30 shingles. When you're a Langley roof, you know how lucky you are. It cost me more. Langley took care of the finances of my family. So not even by themselves, but most of them. They did it for me. See a ready roof. Chances are it's a Langley's.
Channel here. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock.
Limousine driving.
Oh, me. Okay, hey, we got to do player of the game. I'm guessing Roman Yulo. Yeah, I mean, it seems like we do that every week.
It's all thing. How you shop for it? All you. Order online.
Let's see.
Bread, milk, and fresh bacon. And pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door.
Here's our Food City delivery.
Oh, thanks. With Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Welcome back to WCLE 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football all season long, sponsored by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason here with my buddy Matt Parris and the new WWE champion. No, so I'll let Coach Akins explain. He's got some jewelry up here in the booth tonight.
Man, listen, first of all, we never win Game of the Week. Every time we're Game of the Week, I'm like, dang it, here we go. Let's find a way to lose it, man. Yeah. But one Game of the Week, and the trophy for the Game of the Week, I wish I could describe. I wish I could show it to people. It's the CW belt. It's like a world wrestling, like a WWE belt. It's pretty awesome. I'm all the way in, and we got some gems and rhinestones and all kinds of stuff. It's got some weight to it too. Like, feel that. Like, it's got some legitimate weight to it. So. It's
Dr.
definitely
Pepper championship here,
dude. It's pretty awesome. So, I think that's way better than like the Coke bottle they used to give you. Or Dr. Pepper. Sorry, Dr. Pepper. Don't want to mess up the branding.
Well, Coach, that a great game, a great region win. Also, so good to see number 4 Dawson Stum back and healthy tonight. But just kind of talk about your team's performance. You had a lot of eyes on the game. Obviously, we're covering it, had the TV stations covering it. But a fall break, still a great turnout by the Walker Valley crowd and East Hamilton as well. But just kind of talk about the overall performance of your Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, listen, I thought we prepared really well this week. It was our kids came in. We did morning practices, and sometimes fall break practices, man, you just don't get what you need out of it, and you end up lackadaisical, and you don't have a lot of energy going in the game. I thought our kids did a great job coming in, getting 8 a.m. a lift in, get our meeting in. We were out of here by 11 o'clock every day. It was really. I thought our kids did a great job in preparation for this week. And then, like you said, early on, I was like, man, I don't know how many people were going to get here. But throughout the game, early on, we started filling up. And that, listen, we always show up. I thought our band was super loud. Even with, I think they gave them the option and they still made an impact on the game. Guys, I can't even explain how big it is that our band impacts games. Like, I can't describe it unless you've been in it, and to watch even when they got down there at the end of the fourth quarter, you saw some confusion because the way we were able to run the football. So, the way our band was playing, and then we got in and finished the game running the football. So really happy for our team, happy to be in the position to go win a region championship. It's going to take a great effort over the next 3 weeks to be prepared for McMinn, but was really excited for our team tonight and the way they played the game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we didn't get to have our coaches show this week. And so when I started getting online and looking at East Hamilton, one of the things that jumped off the page was number 11, 1,126 rushing yards coming into the night with 21 touchdowns. And they're early. Hurt us on the first drive, but then we're able to kind of ream him back in. Your defense did a good job. Talk about the defense performance tonight, stopping the run.
Yeah, I was really proud of them throughout the night. Put them in long yardage situation. Well, it's a tale of two cities here. Thought we did a great job taking away plan A. I don't think we did a great job taking away plan B. We got them in long yardage situation over and over and over, and then let them right back into short yardage situations, whether it be 4th and short or getting them to 3rd and short or even getting first downs on some of them. So that was disappointing. I thought we played with a lack of energy defensively that I haven't seen out of us in several weeks. So there's definitely things that we need to clean up, but I'm complaining about a 17-point outing by our defense. So that tells you the standard that we've set defensively and what our expectations are. And the fact that we didn't meet those expectations is disappointing, and it's still a 17-point outing by our defense. So really proud of those guys ultimately.
For sure, and I'll encourage you there, Coach, that you're the only people here tonight that saw that. So what we saw was a pretty good performance by your defense. Now, what the question I did have for you is, I'm sort of familiar with how you're going to deal with a guy like number 11. You're going to talk about him all week, and you're going to locate him on the field all week. What is it? What does that do when they start seeking other answers? And especially like in the third, it was at late third or early fourth that he goes out.
Yeah.
How does that change your game plan at all?
Well, honestly, they came out and empty, and we were not ready for that, and really didn't adjust well to it throughout the game. And then second half, I felt like we adjusted better. We were able to get in some things. Nance, their head coach, does such a great job of putting you into a formation and then motioning to change the strength of that formation. So we got leveraged a few times defensively. Just formationally, they did such a good job of putting us in binds formationally. Their receivers are willing blockers, which puts you in another situation where linebackers have to fight over top of things. But when he went out, it became more of a now we're playing against a base offense. Now it takes the key off. Now we're no longer watching one guy everywhere he goes. We got 4 or 5 eyes, sets of eyes.
They're athletic everywhere.
They are. They have a really good athlete, and they're young. So that team's coming. They're young, and they got athletes that are, playing that are sophomores and freshmen. So I think you're going to see some major progress from them over the next couple of years. But once we made our adjustments, I felt really comfortable, and then we just played base defense. We had a different front that we were playing in early, and they were attacking us with the buck, and they do that pretty consistently. They run buck probably 60% of the time. So we made an adjustment off that, and I feel like we did a better job defensively in the second half with that. The funny thing is, we talk about, I think we're about to go to Roman. The plays that he scored on tonight was buck, and we haven't run buck one time this season until tonight, and we ran it consistently throughout the night, and that's what they do best.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a cool thing to see us have some success with a play that we haven't really ran a whole lot. And you put the ball in Roman's hands, it becomes pretty special.
Yeah, I tell you, Roman seemed to have some pep in his step tonight. I even made the comment on one of your buck sweep plays. He looked like Bo Jackson on the Tecmo ball. He just looked like a high schooler that snuck into a middle school game.
Yeah.
How's his preparation been this week, and how has he looked to you moving forward?
He's just such a physical runner. I think that's what you saw tonight, is just the physicality that he runs with. Arm tackles, we're not even close to getting him down tonight. So, putting him in good situations. We kind of found a scheme thing around on the buck sweep. We added in the running back as well. And that's where we popped one in the second half. We popped the long one that got called back. Those two plays were with the running back plussing it. So really, I thought we did our offensive staff did a really good job of scheming things up. Coach Pope called both touchdown passes with the glances, the Roman one right before halftime, and then coming out of halftime, we hit Hudson on the long one. Those were two huge plays, and to have Dosen back to make those plays, we just have so much confidence in him. I think as an offense, we just have confidence in him making those plays, and we're more willing to call those plays. That doesn't take anything away from what Jacob's done, Hurley's done for the last 2 weeks.
Sure.
It just speaks to a kid that we prepared to be the starter, and came out and made a couple plays to kind of extend the lead out.
Yeah, Coach. So you kind of touched on your offense there. I'm going to hit you with some stats really quickly. Hall, 25 rushes for 133 yards. Ulo, 8 rushes for 108. So you have 2 running backs that go over 100 yards again this year. But then really the thing that is going to make Roman Ulo our Dale Hegan Air Player of the game is he had 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 receiving, and really, we talked about it, probably should have had a 4th one streaking down the sideline. Honest to goodness, we might need to call Dale Hegan Air and get an NIL deal for Roman Ulo, because he's starting to become the guy that we talk about there in that spot just about every week.
Yeah, listen, he's such a great player, and I think we've done a good job of finding creative ways to get him the ball, different ways, moving him quarterback. We have some things in our back pocket that we didn't run that, we're excited to be able to do with him too. So, ultimately it's just finding ways to get him the ball. And when you got to focus so much attention on him, you see the run game come open. I think that's why you're seeing Javen had such a big night. Hudson's come on over the last 2 games. He's got a touchdown in each of the last 2 games. So, excited to see him get back on track. He's getting healthy. But when you have to double team Roman, we can get him to the backfield in different ways. It just makes him a really special player and really puts us in great situations entirely as an offense.
Yeah, if we were going to give a defensive player of the game, Goldman had 14 tackles and a sack as well. Had a great night on the defensive side of the ball for Goldman. But if you had to pick one play as the play of the game, I'm going to throw it up to you this week. There were so many good ones that we could point out, but if you had to decide what the play of the game is, what was it in your mind?
Yeah, I think coming out of halftime, it's 14-10. We're up by not even a full score, and we throw the X glance to Hudson, and then he makes a really great run after catch. I think that kind of is what busted it open for us, and that put us up 21-10, and then we go down and score again. But that kind of gave us that, hey, we're up by 2 scores now. Gave us a comfortable lead. Our defense went out and got a stop, and we were able to get a second touchdown in. Probably made a poor decision not punting the ball there on the 4th down. Probably should have made him drive the field, but ultimately I think that touchdown by Hudson kind of broke the game open and allowed us to have more of a comfortable 4th quarter. As we got into the end of that.
Well, Coach, we're super excited to have you up here. I hope your wife's listening. We're going to go ahead and give her a warning. Go ahead and get the house prepared, because Coach might bring in the belt and start jumping off the top ropes.
I'm just going to body slam the kids, give the people's elbow on somebody. I'm all the way in, man. This may not come off for a little while, so I'm pretty pumped about it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all being here, man. I know it's fall break, and y'all being here still means a lot to us. It means a lot to the program. I really appreciate it.
For sure. Well, hey, Coach, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Congrats, Coach.
Well, we're going to wrap this up here and send it back to the station for the Friday Night Blitz. Thank you for joining us. And, again, thank you to all the guys back on the board ops. We've got one of the best teams around. I mean, They take care of us every single week. So really appreciate you guys and what you do for us. Thank you for helping us bring high school football to the area. So after that win, Walker Valley 28, East Hamilton 17, Walker Valley improves to 3-1 in the region and moves on to Pure Academy next week. We will be here live for the coverage of that as well. We'll see you next week. Go Mustangs.
It's time to come home to Jenkins Deli, Cleveland and Bradley County's heritage restaurant for over 40 years. The owners of Jenkins have raised the bar in food quality, expanded the bar menu with new seating, new televisions. And now Jenkins has a Sunday brunch. You have to try Jenkins' new barbecue, including smoked pork and brisket. Live music on the Jenkins patio every Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Dinner specials. It's time to come home to Jenkins. Follow Jenkins Deli on Facebook.
You've been listening to Walker Valley Mustang Football on Sports 99.1, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Download the free Mix 1041 app and listen on your phone or mobile device at MyMix 1041.